Hello and welcome back to the Game Bet Match podcast. I'm your host, Manny Friedman, along with my co-host.
Brad Sloan.
All right, back in the house, baby. First grass court week is in the books. Stuttgart and Den Bosch, right? Is that how we say it?
Yeah, I think you got it.
So the champions are Tallon Griekspoor. Back-to-back wins for the home country there. I think last year Tim van Rijthoven won there. So the Dutchmen are doing well there. And then Francis Tiafoe, much to our chagrin. So
yeah.
So what are your kind of takeaways from the semis and finals there? Where do you want to start?
Which tournament do you want to start in?
Let's start in Stuttgart.
All right. So
yeah.
My first takeaway is like Hubie's just not that good.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been that good. I actually looked this up. So he's only been winning like a little over, like he's only winning like 51% or 52% of points this year. It hasn't been good.
Mm-hmm.
And the results kind of show it. Like I don't think has Hubie done anything of like real note this year? Like he's played a lot of long matches and he's funks, he gets overs,
But how do you think he would be if he played against like top level competition? Like I feel like when he plays like a Novak, for example, like he plays him pretty tough. When he plays
everybody to an over because he has the serve. Right? Like he's in every match because of the serve.
I feel like his problem is he doesn't understand in rallies when to be aggressive and when not to be. And I think it's a tactical kind of block in his mind.
I don't know. I just think he's never not aggressive ever.
Yeah, I guess. So you don't think like he's capable of being aggressive, or you think he's just like to me, I think it's more tactical. Like I think he's capable. He just doesn't know when to be.
It's hard to say because like he doesn't ever do it, right? So like, what makes you say he can do it? You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying he can't. Like I don't know. Like
I know.
I
think his forehand also is a big liability. Like his backhand is pretty solid, right?
I don't know. Like
I think his forehand is a huge liability.
I don't know. I mean, like he it's not big, but like he gets it in the court.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what you're saying. Like I just don't think like he's just not that good. Like he's great for overs, but like you just can't really expect him to do much. I mean, he did win Marseille. I forgot about that. He did win Marseille this year, so he's done something. But like other than that, it's been a really, really lame year for him.
Yeah, but we've seen good things from him. Like he won Miami one year.
Yeah, no, he's
semis of Wimbledon. Good. Like I don't know. I think he's having a subpar year. I think that's what it is, really.
Like not only is he not winning matches, he's actually like been kind of bad statistically too, which is interesting, I think.
And like lately, the last, I mean, he hasn't really gotten to tie breaks this tournament, right? Like against Struff, there were no tie breaks.
Two against
Watnuki.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I mean, he's O'Connell was a weird match, and then Struff. I mean, Struff beat him up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I mean, Struff came out terrible. He played a terrible first game, and like,
yeah, but once he found his range, Hubie was no match, really.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like I feel like the problem Hubie had yesterday against Struff was a similar problem that Struff had against Tiafoe today. Maybe a little bit different.
And no. Yes like, and no. We can get more into that match in a minute.
But I felt like today, I guess we could.
I think so, there's really nothing in common. I don't think Tiafoe Vucevic was particularly interesting. Like I think it was just like Tiafoe's just a little bit better than Vucevic.
Yeah, I don't think Tiafoe played nearly as well as he did against Vucevic as he did today, which was part of the reason why we bet Struff.
I also wonder, if that's partially because like Struff came out and played really well the first set and took the first set to Tiafoe, and like there was like never really an opportunity for Tiafoe to kind of like take a break, you know, mentally. Because he was like Struff came out and played a better first, pretty close first set, but he got the break. Like Tiafoe was having a really hard time getting into Struff service games.
Yeah, Tiafoe really didn't have an opportunity to mentally lapse, right? I think
he was down most of the match, right? Like
the lapses with Tiafoe happen when
he's
he's ahead. It's pretty obvious.
I feel like it's true. Like when he's and when he's against, well, when he's ahead or when he's against like competition that he knows he's better than.
Yeah, I guess that's partly. I think it's more that he's ahead. You know, like against Musetti, he lapsed twice in the first set when he was.
I think he probably knows he can beat Musetti on grass anytime he wants.
Probably, that's true.
Like it's I don't know, but
even against Fujovic, like
what?
He was better most of the match, even against Fujovic. But like second set, he should have lost that. Fujovic was the one that choked that away. You know, so
6 set points. That's a brutal loss for you. That's like
terrible, man.
Like he should have been. I mean,
five. Well, how many? 3 of them were on his serve.
Yeah.
It was just terrible. It was
sad times.
Yeah, sad times.
Yeah.
Well, you hit that day perfectly, right? On Saturday, your semifinal picks were just perfect.
Yeah. And I don't feel like the Tiafoe bet 2-0 was a terrible bet. Like, you know, like it was a close second set, and I had it at plus. Like the match went pretty much as I said. Like one set where Tiafoe would win, like relatively comfortably. Which I would say 6-3 with a break on grass is pretty comfortable. Yeah. And then one set that would be like razor thin.
Yep. Yeah, you call it perfectly.
The
Hubie Struff match we did not pick perfectly. It just happened to go over because it went 3 sets.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know.
So,
but you know what I was thinking about this? Like, honestly, when you pick the over, you're really picking 3 sets with a little bit of backing, with like a little backstop for the potential 2-set over, especially at these grass tournaments where you're seeing a lot of overs like 23-24. You're really picking like, hey, I could see a chance this goes. Like, I don't think we would have said like, we would never have bet that over if there wasn't a chance of it going 3 sets.
Right.
Like you bet that like believing it could go 3, but then also saying, hey, I like my pretty nice backstop here of like 2 tiebreak sets or 7-6, 7-5.
Right.
So I don't think that was a terrible, like we got a little, I think what we got lucky there is that Struff was just awful that first game. Because after the first service game, Struff was like pretty dominant. Yeah.
If he played the way he did, you know, in the second and third set, you know, to start that match, that would have been what, 3 and 4?
Maybe 3 and 2. I mean he broke Hubie twice in the third. He broke Hubie to win the match after already being a breakup.
It's crazy.
Yeah, getting to the final today, I thought Tiafoe played great. Like mentally too. Like he really, I thought mentally and physically played great. I thought he so not only was he like mentally like in tune, and he maybe did like 2 or 3 dumb things the whole match.
Yeah.
Like there were a couple times that I was like, okay, that was kind of dumb, Tiafoe, but like maybe 2 or 3, which is like pretty normal for most players. Like Struff did plenty of dumb stuff too. Like Struff actually did more dumb stuff today than Tiafoe. Yeah, I thought Tiafoe was way better. I mean, way better. Like
in the second and third set, he was the only one creating breakpoint opportunities, right? He was kind of every time, you know, I didn't see too much of it, but every time I looked at the screen, it was like 30
Struff was serving at deuce.
And Struff was serving at deuce too. Yeah. I mean, it was a miracle actually that he got that second set to a tiebreak.
It was a miracle he got the second set to a tiebreak. He's actually also pretty lucky to get the third to a tiebreak, to be honest. Like Tiafoe, I think, won like 40% of points on return, if not more, 35-40% of points on return in the second and third set. Like he was pretty good.
Because as soon as the ball, as soon as the rally started, you know,
but B, like this is what I wanted to talk about with Tiafoe. Like he did a really good job of adjusting to Struff's serve. He couldn't get on Struff's serve at all in the first set. And then he actually adjusted his positioning. He moved out a little bit wider to take away that wide serve. And he figured out what Struff was doing. And I thought that's what won him the match.
Interesting.
Is he like he tuned his forehand into that Struff, especially on the deuce side. Like he had several really good returns on the deuce side on the forehand.
Mm-hmm.
Because Struff likes that. Struff likes that wide serve.
He
Honestly,
does like that wide serve, yeah. And I
Um,
felt like Struff knew that he couldn't really hang in rallies, so he would like kind of either do the 2 first serves, right? Which is a terrible strategy, I think.
well, yeah, you know. So I said it was a terrible strategy too, because I agree. Like, and
Yeah.
Struff, the only guy that should be doing that is Cressy. Like, Struff's good enough to win rallies.
Yeah, he won an amazing rally to save match point in the 3rd set breaker.
It was a good rally. Like, we're
yeah.
calling it amazing because there were no rallies.
There were no
in that
rallies,
match.
right.
Like,
So-
neither, like, Struff had no interest in rallying. He just blasted like, he was so ultra aggressive. It was crazy.
But that's my point. Like, that shows the difference between these 2 players. Like, Tiafoe is just a better tennis player, right? Because, like, he's just able to hang in rallies so much better than Struff. You know, and Struff,
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like he panics, right? And like he comes to net when it's not.
but I don't think your take was bad either. Like Tiafoe played really like I thought Struff. I didn't think Struff played bad.
Well,
like, I thought
if Tiafoe was 10% off what he was today, Struff wins that match, right?
Well, Tiafoe just wasn't mentally in tune, right? Like that was like Tiafoe, like, and not just like this is the big thing. Like, not just was he like mentally paying attention or like mentally battling, which is sometimes a problem for Tiafoe, and like keeping focused, but he was also making tactical adjustments, not just on the serve return, but even in the rallies. Like he started to do a really good job of directing the backhand, which Tiafoe's backhand is actually really good. I think I'm a big fan of Tiafoe's
It's underrated. Backhand. It's very underrated backhand.
It's a very it's a very underrated shot. I actually think it's the better wing for him.
I'd agree with that.
Maybe not in a vacuum because almost nobody has a better forehand actually than a backhand. Or
well,
backhand
it's more solid, right? Like in Delpo.
But I'm saying like relative to other players.
Yeah.
Like his backhand is one of the his backhand's probably top 5, top 10 on the tour, to be honest.
I would say top 10. I wouldn't say top 5, but yeah, it's.
I mean, who's his better? Novak, Medvedev, Zverev,
Alcaraz.
I guess, yeah.
It's probably tied with Fritz's, I would say. Maybe a little bit better. I think Fritz has a better forehand, but the backhand is.
No, I'm saying backhand. I'm saying just backhand. I agree.
Backhand?
Forehand isn't anywhere close. I'm saying just backhand.
Yeah, backhand. I would say it's like a Fritz level backhand.
I actually think Tiafoe's is better. I like Tiafoe's back because Tiafoe can be a lot more aggressive with it because he can redirect it down the line so much better. Like his backhand down the line is really good.
True.
It actually might that his backhand down the line is top 5. Like the only guy I think who does it better is Zverev. I actually think it's even better than Alcaraz or Djokovic. His backhand just up the line, speaking just his backhand down the line, the way he redirects the ball. Medvedev does it pretty well too, to be honest. Like there's a few other guys who do it pretty well, but Tiafoe's really good on the backhand. Anyways,
I don't disagree with that. It is a good shot. It's really good.
And I thought like that, like his ability to make tactical adjustments and like because Struff was kind of doing the same thing every point. Like this is kind of where I'm going with Struff is like I'm getting the feeling this, and I'm not saying I'm going to start fading Struff now, but I don't think this is going to be a long-term thing.
Oh,
like I think we're going to see Struff.
You think we're going to see
Struff fade back to like the top 30 to 50 range.
Top set. So what level tennis is he playing now? Do you think he's like playing top
20?
Top 20 tennis?
I mean, how can you say he's not, right? Like he made a Masters final, took a set off Alcaraz in a Masters final, just made a final of a 250, but very nearly won a title.
Made quarters of Monte Carlo.
Yeah, like that's top 20.
Okay,
that's definitely top 20. I mean,
there's going to be some regression at some point.
I think he's gonna. I think there'll be. I think that. So kind of shifting, kind of not, but I think that Griekspoor is a better player than him.
Ooh. I'd have to slightly disagree with that because I think Struff has a way better serve.
I agree, but like, man, he's just like, he's so ultra aggressive and like, I think at some point guys are going to figure out how to play him,
I think
like, what do you think what is regression to the mean for Struff? Top 30, top 50, top 80?
top 30. I think he's a staple in the top 30 now.
Okay.
But I think he'll hover between 20 and 30, and to get out of that is going to be very difficult. Like, what is he actually ranked now?
He's close to the top 20 now.
Oh, he's 24.
Yeah. He'll probably crack the top 20 this year because he can't be defending much in the back half. So he'll probably start playing.
So next year, I think so this year he's going to keep rising, as you said, because he doesn't have too many points to defend. But like next year, I think he's going to stabilize kind of in that between 25 and 40. I think that's where his
We're basically on the same page. I think it's going to be somewhere around 35. I was going to say 35 to 45.
Okay. I would say a little bit higher. I would more say the 20 to 25 range.
Oh, so now you're going to go up because it's not 25 to 40 now. Now you're going 20 to 25.
Oh, wait. No, I'm 20. What were your numbers? I'm sorry.
Maybe 35-ish to 50. Maybe a little better. Maybe 30 to 40.
30 to 40. Okay, so I'm more in the 25 to 30 range. So I'm slightly
okay.
You.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of regression. I mean, he's had really, really good results.
But I think he's a definite ATP player. But I think he's very similar to Griekspoor in a way. Like I think his. Well, that's why I brought up Griekspoor. That's why I said I think Griekspoor is better, because I think Griekspoor is better, but it's by the thinnest of margins.
Okay.
So like if you're gonna say, ooh, I think Struff's a little better, I'm not gonna like burn you at the stake for that take. You know what I mean? I think it's close. Like
they're very, very similar. I think Griekspoor edges him slightly in the movement department, and Struff takes him in like the serve and the net game department.
Yeah, Struff's net game's gotten, actually that's been a big thing. I saw Struff's like in the top 10 in coming to net this year.
Yeah.
Like points like coming in. He's not the top 10 at net points won, but he's the top 10 in terms of coming forward, I saw.
But he's coming in on such aggressive shots.
Yeah.
You know, so like he's getting fairly easy volleys, right? Because like I feel like he's good. He knows when to come in. He's pretty good at like
he's coming. My point was he's coming in a lot, and he's not particularly efficient once he gets there or effective, but like he's coming in a lot, which I really like for his game, especially for his game style. Like I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
and he's not bad up there. Like he's not a disaster up there. He's pretty good up there.
He's pretty good. Mm-hmm. So transitioning to Den Bosch. So Griekspoor went.
But I guess just quickly, I mean, Tiafoe cracked the top 10, right? So that's a big, just a big. I mean, and that's all over Twitter and all over the universe. Like that's not news to anyone. But like he did crack the top 10, so congrats to him.
Yeah, it's a good result. I mean, that's a big deal for ATP level players, right? To crack the top 10.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I think so.
Yeah. And then Den Bosch. So we had Griekspoor beat Jordan Thompson today. So Thompson kind of he's kind of like you don't expect him to be good, and he's like he constantly like whines and like I don't really still like I watched 4 matches from him this week. I still don't know what he does that's that special. You know, like does he do really anything that good?
No, but I think on the grass he's solid. He made a final here too. Didn't he make a final here recently in the past few years? Didn't he make a final here a few years ago? I want to say that this is like the one turn, like this is like one of Thompson's. Like he does pretty well in the grass.
Yeah, in general, the Aussies do pretty well on grass.
They do. Yeah, 2019, he lost to Manarino in the final here.
Okay.
And that's his only other ever career final besides this. What?
And he beat Manarino this year.
Yeah.
But
Thompson was the better player, man. Like Thompson outplayed Griekspoor throughout the match.
In sets 1 and 2, right? Obviously not in set 3.
Set 3, actually, he outplayed him too.
Really?
By a small margin. Neither guy was really getting too many cracks on the other guy's serve.
That Did Thompson actually win more
Griekspoor got the
points
one
in this
break.
match?
He got what?
Did Thompson actually win more points in this match?
It was damn close. I think he did.
Wow.
I'm looking at the stats.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 108, 107 Griekspoor.
Wow. Okay.
But Griekspoor served 60% of the points because he was in trouble so much on serve.
So Thompson was the better player.
So Thompson really was the better player.
I think from a betting perspective, you hit whether you hit the 12 over 12.5 on the Griekspoor side or the Thompson side, that was the correct play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you get it just because of those, 2 tie breaks, but like you didn't have to really sweat out the third set, right? Because
there was zero sweating. It was 13-13. Like there was zero sweating in the third set. Like
exactly. But that was a great bet, and like we were talking with Match Point 9 last night, and he was like, I really don't know what's going to happen in either final. And both are total like coin flip matches. And that's exactly what it was, to be honest.
Yeah, no, ironically, like there was a clear edge to Tiafoe and Thompson in both, like in terms of who played better. Like,
okay,
Tiafoe and Thompson both played significantly better than Griekspoor and Struff. I think one thing that has to be said, and this is a point I was going to bring up in general on grass, like on grass, there's a lot more variance because there's less break. Like, even if we're saying like one guy played like miles better than another, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today, Thompson won 36% of points on Griekspoor's serve. Griekspoor won 30% on Thompson's serve. Like, that's actually a pretty significant edge. And that's probably enough to matter. But like, it's not quite like, and that's today's match. But sometimes you're seeing like, the point is like some of these matches. So like, I'll go to like the Tiafoe Struff match, right? Like Tiafoe won 30% of points on return in the match versus Struff. Struff won 20%.
Mm-hmm.
There becomes a point, it's like it's pretty close to 30% of return points won, when like it doesn't really matter if you're winning 1 out of 4, 1 out of 6 return points. It's gonna be really hard to break.
Mm-hmm.
So like on grass, like, it comes down more to like if you're a believer in like clutch being like a super like a clutch and like you know what I mean, like which I'm sure you're a big believer in that.
I am.
Then like that's what matters on grass.
I know.
It's not like clay where you're getting multiple opportunities to break and like there's going to be breaks both ways. Like grass, a lot of times it's like just
I
getting your
think
opportunity.
The fact that you're bringing up is the reason why Novak is the best grass court player, right now, and might be of all time, right? And like probably Federer too, because like those guys just play pressure points so well, right? I think it's the reason why Nadal was able to win 2 Wimbledons, right? Because just their ability to play clutch points. Like, I don't know. I think that's a big factor on grass courts,
It certainly is, I think, a bigger factor than anywhere else, just because like you get fewer opportunities to break.
Like on clay, how we say that like 15-30 is basically the same as 30-40. What was your line? Love 30 is the same.
Love 30 is basically 30-40.
Right. It's the same thing. So like, what's equivalent to that on grass?
Probably the same thing. You know what I mean? Love 30 is somewhere between 30-40 and deuce. But like the point is, like, if you get a love 30, like you really need to take advantage, because like you're probably only getting a love 30 like once or twice a match. So when you get that love 30, like that's really critical to take advantage of, because you're probably not going to get it again.
So when Tiafoe got love 30, I still felt like Struff had the edge to hold. I felt like it was like 60-40.
Well, I think even at 30, and I think that's true. But even at 30-40, Struff has the edge to hold.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I think they're probably similar-ish. Like,
similar. Okay.
It's just on grass. Like, that's why on grass, like when you get your opportunities, you really need to take advantage.
Yeah.
And conversely, like if if you can eliminate those 1 to 2 opportunities per set on grass, like, or that 1 opportunity per set, like, you know, you can do really well. Whereas, like, even if you're not playing better, whereas like on clay, it's really hard to do that because like the guy's probably going to be in multiple of your service games, and like at some point they're going to, if they keep getting opportunities, they're just going to break, right? Like something's going to happen. Like margins in tennis are razor thin. If you keep getting opportunities, you'll eventually bang the door through.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, occasionally somebody goes 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 on break point, but it's pretty rare.
Well, I actually think that's the problem with Jordan Thompson. Like, I actually think he's a decent grass court player, right? And he actually moves underratedly well. Like, I agreed with what you told me earlier today. I just think he doesn't play pressure points very well. You know, I think that's part of his problem. And he paid the price for against Griekspoor today.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was his break point conversion rate? Did he not break?
No, he broke. There were breaks in each set.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He actually broke Griekspoor 3 times. He went.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
He went 2 for 7 on break point, which is like pretty average on grass. Like it's not terrible. Griekspoor went 3 for 5 on break point.
Yeah, I only saw the third set of this match.
Yeah,
but yeah, okay.
Honestly, it wasn't a very exciting match to watch.
No.
Like, and Griekspoor, I mean, Griekspoor, the other thing too is like Griekspoor is Griekspoor, right? So like every match with him, I feel like is going to be close because like he plays like he plays like a slightly less aggressive version of Struff. But like he's pretty aggressive. He's actually like he's got all the shots, Griekspoor. Like it's really impressive watching him. Like he has all the shots, but he just misses a lot.
Well, he didn't miss as much as Rusevori did in the semifinal. I
mean, I guess we can talk about that too. Like,
for as well as Rusevori played against Sinner, like he played like dog crap against
but I did warn you of that because you were going to go over there, and I did warn you that like
I was on the Rusevori side, you were on the Griekspoor side. You got it spot on.
Just because of the plus money, though, because like
great call.
Both of those guys are really like they're capable of playing great and they're capable of playing bad. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah,
I mean, Rusevori just gave away the last break at 5-all. It was pathetic.
It was horrible. Ugh, just
like,
terrible. He missed so many like easy forehands. Like he was in an offensive position with an easy forehand to put the ball away, and he'd miss it like 3 feet wide. Like he did that over and over again. It was just so frustrating. But you're very right. You call Rusevori matches really well, to be honest. Not just this
I
one,
do.
Like
I should bet more Rusevori matches. I seem to do really well on calling his matches. Like
right. Every time I'm about to bet a Rusevori match, I'm gonna text you because you seem to call well. You know when it's going under. You know when he's gonna play bad, and yeah, you got it right on. I mean, it's impressive. Impressive call.
Also, so I guess my last takeaway from this is like shout out to Rinky, man, to making a semi of a 250. Like,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I like Rinky.
Yeah, solid game, both wings.
I mean, kind of underpowered and like
underpowered. Yeah, that's.
But like he tries. Like he tries.
I do think grass suits his game the best.
It does. It does.
For sure. He gets a little more help from the court. You know?
Yeah.
So but yeah.
Yeah, I think other than that, I don't really have too much of anything in terms of takeaways.
Well, next year during this tournament, we should probably place a futures on the Dutch guy.
For real, right? For real.
I mean, seriously. Like, I don't think anyone really thought of playing Griekspoor, right? As a futures pick here.
He's so tough to play though, man, as a futures guy. Because like it can go wrong against like anybody. And like that's true of a lot of guys. But he's like the way he plays, like there's just so many I mean, granted it's grass, this is true of anyone, but like he probably would have been a good pick, right? He's at home on grass. I think grass suits Griekspoor's game really well.
Probably, yeah. But he's had a rough go of it. Like I know clay is not his, preferred surface, but like
it was rough.
Since Rotterdam, he barely won matches, and like whatever surface you're playing on, if you're not winning matches, it's hard to like lay a futures bet on them.
It is.
Because how are they gonna like come off of losing 5 of 6 matches and then win
Yeah.
6 in a row. Like it just rarely happens. So yeah, but like this is his second 250 of the year. He won Pune earlier this year.
So I was gonna say that he has as many tournament titles as Novak Djokovic this year. And he has a home tournament title. Djokovic does not.
No, Novak won 3. He won Adelaide.
You're right. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I can't really make the argument now for Griekspoor being a better player than Novak this year.
Alcaraz has 3 tournaments, right?
Yeah, this is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Griekspoor, you're still on the lower level.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy. Tried.
So let's just recap quickly our official plays. So we had the Struff money line today against Tiafoe, and we had the Struff Hurkacz over. So we're 1-1. We're minus 0.24 units. So we'll continue doing this. Hopefully we get back on the winning ways tomorrow.
And guys, just a programming note, like some days we'll have an official bet of the day. Some days we won't. It'll kind of be just depending on like what's going on.
Yep, what's going on, and also whether we like the lines, right?
Well, that's my point, right? Like that was what I meant by what's going on. Like what's going on is like, do we have like there will be because there are plenty of days where we don't have a play we agree on.
Right.
You had to push me into the Struff bet. I was good with it once it got to even money, but you had to push me into the Struff bet.
I was consistently pushing the narratives, like right, like I had like 6 or 7 kind of narratives which I liked. I guess none of them really held true.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that did is like he did play a pretty good match. Like Struff was mentally tough. Like he battled.
Yeah, he's a battler.
He didn't get like I didn't feel like he got like nervous or like shriveled away because in the moment.
Yeah.
Tiafoe was just better. Like, but again, like it's so hard to predict. Like
the margins are so thin.
A, the margins are thin, but like B, again, like Tiafoe showed up today. Like Tiafoe played like I didn't think Struff played bad. I thought Tiafoe played really damn well. Like if you were going to tell me Tiafoe would play that well, I would have never backed that.
So is Tiafoe top 10 in the world on grass? And well, he's top 10 in the world, period, I guess. But is he top 7 in the world on grass for you?
Tough because like, I mean, the problem with Tiafoe is like which Tiafoe. I mean, probably because like even when he's clowning, he usually still wins. Like to your point, he usually clowns when he like has a little bit of like a little bit of an edge.
Yeah.
He has either a lead, he does it a lot when he has a lead, and or when he's a better player than the opponent. Like I feel like he's not going to clown. Like even if he were to somehow get a lead against like an Alcaraz, he's not going to clown against an Alcaraz. Like he had a lead against Alcaraz in the U.S. Open. He actually played really well that match too. He's really mentally in tune. Like,
yeah,
like
he was never really ahead in that match either.
Was he up 2-1 at some point? Maybe he wasn't. I thought he was.
No, Alcaraz. He won the first set, Tiafoe, but then he was
okay. You have a set then. That's ahead. That's a lead. That's as much of a lead as he has when he usually starts clowning around. But that's my point. Like he's
mentally in tune. Yeah.
Like he knows. Like it's like he knows when he can afford to clown a bit.
Yeah, true. He did clown against Mazzetti. He clowned against Vucevic. So, yeah.
But did you ever really think he was going to lose to Mazzetti or Vucevic? I didn't. Like lose the match, not lose the set, not like.
No, I actually thought he was going to lose to Mazzetti midway through the second set.
Okay.
Because his energy really dipped, especially after that first set. Because he served for the set at 5-4 and 6-5, and then lost the set.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
In a tiebreak. And then the first couple of games of the second set, Mazzetti's energy actually dipped a little bit. And then Tiafoe was kind of down on himself, but he was still holding serve. Yeah. And then he won the tiebreak and then turned the match around there. But like Mazzetti actually was dumb. Like he should have actually came through that. Against Vucevic, if that match goes to a third set, I mean, it's really anyone's game. I mean, I didn't like.
I'm not saying it's a good move by Tiafoe to clown. I'm just saying, like, if that match goes to a third set, Tiafoe's a definite favorite still.
Vucevic, yes, I guess. It would probably play out similar to the Mazzetti third set.
Yeah.
I don't know that he has a lot of dips, so it's hard for me to put him in top 7. But
the problem is like
Just
he
game
wins a
style.
lot when he has those dips still. Like in terms of like just winning matches, like yeah, I think what he becomes is a guy who's like really tricky to play spreads on.
He is.
And really dangerous to play spreads on, but he's somebody who like playing money lines on isn't terrible.
Well, I'm interested to see what he does in. Is he playing London or Halle? I don't remember.
I think he's playing Queen's Club.
He's playing Queens.
Yeah. Which I guess.
Yeah, he's playing Queens.
Yeah.
And he's playing Bodig van de Zandschulp first round. So, I mean, he should get through that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But definitely great week for him. Top 10. Congrats.
Yeah.
He's entertaining too. That's another thing. He's very fun to watch.
The last thing I'm gonna say is we got to bring back the Bulldog of the Week award and the Boost of the Week, award. We kind of forgot about that, guys. Apologies.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out how to get the music on, and you got to send me the. I can try to work on it at some point, trying to figure out how we get the music on that and
link,
get that. Yeah, because I want to see if we can get that. We can bring that segment back too.
Okay.
Not tonight, but anyway, my point was like Griekspoor would have been my guy for that this week. Griekspoor was good to me. I lost the bet on him going over with Papirin, but like I guess I'm okay with that because like he just beat the crap out of Papirin, which is not his fault. But he got me the over 12.5 today, and he got me the money line winning the semis. So I'm loving myself some Griekspoor.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't as high in Griekspoor this week. I should have been, but yeah. All right, let's move on to what's happening this upcoming week because there are two 500s.
Two 500s, big week on the grass, man. Like this
grass.
is the like if this is the if like because grass is kind of like the like if the lead up to Wimbledon is like the NFL preseason, this is like the third game when the starters actually play for a little bit. Like the rest of the week, the rest of the grass season, except for Wimbledon, is like the preseason games where nobody plays.
Pretty much.
Only starters that are like really struggling and need to get some reps in.
I agree. And I think it's a disgrace that they don't have a Masters 1000 on grass. I mean, it's actually pathetic.
This disgrace is a little strong, but I wouldn't mind seeing them at a Masters, a grass Masters. I think they will at some point.
They really should.
I mean, honestly, just add one more week on the grass and upgrade one of these tournaments. Probably Halle, because I'd be cool to see Germany have it, because Germany doesn't have a Masters right now. They kind of got screwed over with Hamburg, because Hamburg used to be a Masters. Yeah. So I'd like to see them make Halle a Masters.
Oh, yeah. I think it would be great. And then, maybe put London maybe next week, right, as a 500.
Yeah, it's just weird because I think that's fine. You can do a 500, 1,000 back to back. That's fine.
I mean, they have weeks where they have 500s with 250s, right? So
they usually do, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't mind having a 500 right before 1,000. I mean, they'll have to understand, right? The grass and like this can be a quick grass Masters. It can just be like a 56 draw, 1 week event,
4-player draw.
What
they used to?
Yeah, the 54 man draw, 1 week event. Get it out of the way, get it in, get it done.
Yeah. I really hope they add that to the calendar. So let's go over the draw. I'm going to share the screen.
Well, I guess first let's go over the tournament itself. So Halle, obviously grass. What's the weather like in Halle this week?
Good question.
Looks like it's hot. 80s all week. 70% thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday.
Okay. I think it plays quick.
I mean, all the grass plays quick. I'm looking up now, seeing if I can find my speed chart. I'm also looking. Who won this tournament last year? Was it Medvedev?
No.
Hubie beat Medvedev in the final.
Hubie, that's right. Hubie actually had a great run. He also beat Kyrgios here, I believe.
Looking it up. because I never remember this stuff, man. I don't have the tennis memory you do. Yeah, you're right. He beat Kyrgios here, Felix, and Humbert.
Yeah, that's a
Granted, he went
great.
5-0 in tie breaks.
That's a fantastic run, but because those guys are all like grass court players.
They are. They are. Yeah, he beat Cressy. He beat Cressy, Hugo, Felix, Kyrgios, Medvedev. That's a
Jesus,
damn good run.
that's a damn good run. That's crazy.
Um,
I mean, I think he's a shot, like he's far from where he was last year in terms of level.
yeah,
Like if he was
yeah,
doing that and he had that exact same draw this year, I'd be like, hell no, there's no way he's getting through that. So
yeah,
yeah. I mean, Kyrgios aside because of the injury.
yeah.
But, yeah.
Um,
All right. What about the speed on the court?
yeah, I'm pulling it up. Give me literally 10 seconds. Maybe not literally. Might be 30. So this is a little. It's one of the fast. It's about as fast as Stuttgart. One of the faster
Okay.
tournaments on tour.
Mhm.
Also, I think because of the heat, right? Like the heat speeds it up, obviously.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Is there
it's pretty
altitude
similar to
in Halle?
Stuttgart. What?
Is there altitude in Halle?
I don't know. I don't think honestly, even the Stuttgart altitude is not that significant. You're talking about what 800 feet in Stuttgart?
Yeah.
No, 300
It's
feet. It's not really
300
meaningful.
feet. It's not that. Yeah, not that much. It's a little less than Stuttgart.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So going to the draw.
Going to the draw here. So we got the first quarter. We got Medvedev. He plays Marco Giron in the first round. Then Oscar Ote will play Laszlo Giri. Michael Ymer will play Nakashima. And Altmaier, a lucky loser, will play RBA, Roberto Bautista Agut. So that first quarter, if I have to pick one name out of these guys that actually might be a nice quarter play here, I'm actually thinking Nakashima.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think like he's, but he's. I think this is Medvedev all the way, though. Really, like you think, like Medvedev's like Nakashima's just like Medvedev's just a terrible matchup for Nakashima. Nakashima would have to serve amazingly well to beat Medvedev. I think.
Yeah, but I think Nakashima is the favorite to get out of this little section.
Oh, I agree with you on that. Yeah, I mean, if somebody's going to beat Medvedev, it's Nakashima. I think the play here is Medvedev or nobody. Like, what is Medvedev to win this quarter?
Bovada
Is it up
didn't
on
put
Bovada
the
there?
lines up. I don't think so.
They just have. Is there another book? If you want to look up another book.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bet365 right now.
Yeah, Super 365 is going on.
Yeah, they have it. So Medvedev is minus 110 to win the quarter. Nakashima is plus 375 to win the quarter. I don't like that at all.
I
RBA
like Medvedev at minus 110. Like none of these guys should beat Medvedev. You're really stretching to say that Nakashima is going to beat him. I'm saying he's got a chance. I agree, but like Yaron's not going to beat him, and Yere is not going to beat him.
No, definitely not.
So he's basically getting to the quarters. Like,
so you like Medvedev minus 110 to win that quarter?
Yeah, like who's going to beat him? I know it's not great value, but who's going to beat him?
I don't trust Medvedev on grass. He doesn't move particularly well on the surface. Like
he made the final here last year.
Yeah.
That would be my play here. And I actually would feel pretty decent about that play. Like,
okay.
I know like it's not like it's not sexy, but like
I was thinking I would get like plus 600 on Nakashima to win the quarter, not plus 375. So I really don't like that at that price.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna stay away that quarter. It's not. I don't know. Medvedev lost first round to Monterino. last week. I can tell. I just don't like, even though he made final here last year, I just don't think he's like that comfortable on the grass. Like he looks a little awkward with the movement. And his forehand actually is a liability because his swing is huge.
I don't disagree with any of that.
Yeah.
It's more of a play based on the draw.
The draw. Okay.
Like just
Fair.
like the draw and the matchups, like just
Yeah.
know like if there was like a Greek like, and I don't think Griekspoor's a good play this week, but like if there was a guy in the draw who I thought was a threat against him, like if a Fokino was sitting in this quarter, I'd be terrified. But this draw is just like Agut's shown nothing this year at all. Altmaier on grass, no thanks. Nakashima is the one maybe, but like I just don't think that matchup is good for Nak. Emer, no. ERA, no. Ode hasn't shown anything. I actually like Ode on this surface and in this tournament, but he hasn't shown anything in the past year. Like
Altmaier is like a clay guy.
Yeah.
RBA's been terrible this year, so
yeah, your own is not on grass is no. So like there's just nobody else. Like I said, Nakashima, you're right. I mean, you hit on the one threat, Nakashima, but I just don't think like if it was like minus 150 or minus 200, I'd be staying away. But I think at minus 110, there's room there.
Yeah, if like a Sonigo was in this quarter or something, like that would be
that'd be scary. I agree. Yep.
Yeah. All right, next quarter we got Andrei Rublev, the number 3 seed. Another 3 seed gets paired with a 1 seed. Another one of your pet peeves, right? Like just
it's just ridiculous. Like
it is ridiculous. Yibing Wu, he'll play Rublev. We got Lewis Vessels, nice qualifying run from that guy.
Yeah, great run for Vessels, and he plays Hanfman. Like that's a winnable match for him.
I gotta look more at Hanfman. Like his game kind of suits grass, to be honest.
With the serve.
Yeah, yet clay is his best surface, but like I feel like his game is kind of suited for the grass courts. Just stylistically.
Serve, yeah.
But then he plays that, pretty aggressive style, right? He likes
the problem is his movement's not that good. Like his biggest problem is mobility, right? And on the grass, you've got to be able to be quick, and he's not quick.
It's true. It's true.
Like he's got no fast twitch, that dude. He's just like
Yeah. Then we got Griekspoor will play RCB, Carbeas Baena, and then you got Eubanks against Hubie. This is a very interesting quarter here. Quarter price.
What are the odds? What are the futures here?
Rublev plus 187, Hubie plus 220, Griekspoor plus 333, Hanfman plus 500, Eubanks plus 1400, Yibing Wu plus 1600.
I'm going Rublev here to win this quarter at plus 187.
Really?
Yeah, like, and I like Rublev here. Like Rublev's been good here too. I think in 21 he made the final here or won this tournament. He's been good here before, Rublev.
Yeah, he played Ugo Humbert in the final in 21.
And he won it, right?
Yeah, he won. No, that wasn't anyone else. No, Humbert won.
Wow.
In Halle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Okay, anyways, he made a final here 2 years ago. I mean, I don't know. I like Rublev here in this quarter with 187. Like, it's another quarter where like the fact that him and Hubie are close, it shouldn't be. Like Hubie's just so, he's just not. I mean, Hubie could lose any of these matches. Rublev shouldn't lose to Wu. Like even just style matchup wise, he should be Yibing Wu. That's a little bit scary because Rublev hasn't played on the grass yet this year. He should beat Vessels or Hanfman. I don't love Griekspoor this week. I think that's a big run for him on home soil, winning a title.
Not against RCB.
Oh, I don't think it's not a face against RCB, but like I think against Hubie, who should beat Eubanks, even if he plays Eubanks, that's a tough match. And Eubanks hasn't really done anything either. Like I actually don't think this is that strong of a quarter. Mostly because I don't like Griekspoor this week. I think that run that run, winning that tournament on home soil, like that's a great result. And I think this is like a mental rest week for him.
But then don't you think Hubie is a decent play? Or you think he's just going to have too much trouble against either Hanfman or Rublev in the quarters?
Hubie can have trouble against anybody the way he's playing right now. I can't take him at 200 to win a quarter.
Yeah, it's true.
Which leads me back to Rublev, because like there's just no like if it's not Griekspoor and it's not Hubie, Eubanks is overrated, to be honest. Everybody got excited because he cracked the top 100. That run in Miami, he beat Korchin. Beating Korchin is a good win. The rest of it was just good draw. And then he was like sort of competitive with Medvedev, and we got all excited because he lost 5-3 to Medvedev.
I agree. I agree. He's not that good.
So like if it's not Hubie, it's not Eubanks, it's not Baena, it's not Griekspoor, it's not Vessels, and it's not Hoffman. What is Wu here to win a quarter? Yibing Wu
plus 1,600.
It's kind of fun too. If he can beat Rublev,
because I think
he's a favorite against Vessels or
Hoffman. I agree.
Like I actually kind of like taking both of those. And maybe you go like I usually don't do this, but this might be the spot for it to go like full unit on Rublev and then like half unit on Yibing as a hedge. And then like because I think whoever wins that match is a really good shot to win that quarter, man.
I'm staying.
Like Yibing, I don't think is that good, but like at 16-1, I think that's a great price.
I mean, I think him against Hoffman is a pick'em. Pretty
on
much.
Grass. Hoffman's career on grass has not been that good. I'm looking at it right now.
It hasn't, but I think home field might play a factor here.
It does.
Hoffman also like he's had a good year, right? So, and I think even though like he's not quick and the movement like isn't great for him and he's not that quick, like I feel like against Yibing Wu, that's not really going to matter, right? It matters more when he plays like better opposition. Yeah,
but Wu's game like should suit grass pretty decent, I think.
Yeah. Yibing Wu is like kind of like a poor man's Nishikori. That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
A little bit, right?
He's also Asian, but
yeah, no, but in terms of game style, right? Like
no, yeah, he takes the ball early. He
Exactly.
likes to he's actually he's pretty aggressive player. He actually hits pretty big.
Yeah, and he's a decent shot maker, good mover.
The one thing is about Wu is physicality, man. That guy wears down really easily.
He does.
Which makes me scared. But like 16-1 isn't a bad price.
It's not good enough for me. It's not good enough. Also, Rublev, I don't want to take Rublev because like it's his first match on grass this year. But
I think that first match is the toughest match for him.
It very well.
You could also play the Rublev futures and play Wu in the first round as a hedge. It's a really weird way to do it, but I think you could do that because like my point with Rublev is I think if he beats Yibing Wu, like he's not losing to Hoffman. Like just that matchup is like on grass, like Rublev will beat Hoffman because he's just better, and like Hoffman's mobility problems will be an issue on grass against Rublev, and then I like Rublev against anybody in that bottom section. Like if Hubie was playing even decent tennis, like if Hubie was playing normal Hubie tennis right now, I would be a lot more worried, but he's not.
I agree with you. I think I'm just gonna stay away from the futures here and just play each individual match. Like I'm probably gonna play Wu against Rublev, just like especially I want to see what the price is, but I'm assuming you get a pretty good one on that. And I'm probably gonna play Eubanks against Hubie too. Because like if Hubie wins that, it's probably 6-6.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And then I'm just gonna play each individual match. I don't like Rublev at plus 187. Like I need plus 200 or better to hit Rublev there, just because it's the first. I'm taking a page out of your book.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm more willing to do it here. Like I mean, I really might like play Rublev and play Yibing as a hedge because like it's more that like I actually think the toughest match is the first match here.
Okay.
I mean, Hubie's always, you know what? I'm probably not going to play the quarters. You're right, because the problem is like, if he does play Hubie, like Hubie's like has a chance against anybody because he could just like serve big and win a tiebreak.
Yeah. Also, like Hubie, this is a place where he's had a lot of success, right? There's something about coming back to a place where you've had a lot of success.
When a man comes back to a place where he's previously had success.
Exactly.
He takes a nap.
All right, let's move on to the next quarter. You got Borna Coric playing Bublik. Safiullin against Struff. You got Lorenzo Sonego and Kyrgios. Talk about that's a tasty first round match if Kyrgios is indeed healthy. You got Gasquet against Sinner.
This is a great quarter.
This is a very interesting.
This is a fantastic quarter.
So you got Sinner at plus 162, Struff at plus 450, Kyrgios at plus 450, Sonego at plus 500, Coric plus 650, Bublik at plus 650.
This is a stay away quarter for me. This is a pure stay away. Like because the problem is like this quarter is so tough, and none of those prices are good.
I'd agree with you.
This quarter is just so brutal. Like any like honestly, the only guy in this quarter who can't win this quarter is Safiullin.
Yeah.
Anybody else could win this quarter.
Oh man, it's super loaded. Coric, Bublik, Struff, Sonego, Kyrgios, and Sinner.
And Gasquet. Like Gasquet's kind of legitimate too. Like he's not gonna win. He probably won't win the quarter either, but like Gasquet's not. I mean, he's a level below like some of those guys. Gasquet's not that terrible either on grass.
No, he's not. He's not. He's just so underpowered in this quarter, so it's going to be so tough for him.
Yeah.
What about Sonego?
At 650?
No, it's 500. Yeah, it's probably
500. No way, dude.
It's not good enough.
No, because like he's the underdog in every single match.
If he's the underdog against Kyrgios, I'm taking that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Struff, we don't know how he's going to rebound from that.
Even if it's just such a brutal quarter to take anybody here, the
so
odds
brutal.
These odds are just really brutal for a brutal quarter. Like,
yeah, I'd agree with you. Sinner at plus 162 is terrible value, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Horrible value.
He should be Gasquet, but like he could lose to Kyrgios.
He could lose to Sonego.
He could lose to Sonego.
Struff. He could lose to Bublik. Well, no, he can't lose to Bublik. He can't lose to Bublik, but he could lose to Coric.
I think Struff. I don't like Struff this week. I don't dislike him as much as I dislike Griekspoor because he's still at home and he didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't love him this week. I mean, the price on him is terrible here, anyways, regardless. But like,
yeah,
for how I think this quarter is 5-1 is brutal. 5-1 is a terrible price. I think.
You think he's like he should get out of this little 16, Struff?
Maybe.
Like he'll beat Safiullin, but like Bublik or Coric.
But he could lose to Bublik or Coric. I think that's a pretty close matchup.
Good. Yeah, I wonder what the books are going to have it at. Like I feel like he should be favored against either Coric or Bublik.
But it's not going to be much. Like neither of those guys, Coric or Bublik, should be more than like plus 130 against Struff, I don't think. Like if Bublik plays Struff, that's a dream over match. It's also a dream under match for number of balls struck.
That's a good point.
Because and under longest rally under like 6.5 or something. Like,
yeah, I wish they had a bet on that number of balls struck, the over on points and the under on balls struck.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, maybe not the over on points because they're probably going to
be over on games. The over on games and the under on balls struck.
Yeah. That could be the fastest 3-set match in ATP history.
That could be a 3-setter, I think actually the Struff Hubie match was 3 sets in like an hour and a half.
An hour, yeah, like an hour 28 or something crazy. When I saw that, I was like, huh?
They could do the same thing if there's a break. The problem is there probably won't be a break, so they'll have to play a tie break, and there'll be too many points, but like, and too many like changeovers, and those waste so much time. But like they shouldn't even change ends for that match, honestly. But they shouldn't even do like a TV break because it's gonna be so fast. Like they should just like both walk across and start playing. Like when we play, they should just do that. They should just like switch ends the net, like take a quick drink and go play. Like there is no need to go sit down for 2 minutes every two games in that match.
Yep. Yeah, but I totally agree with you. No value on the futures there. Fourth quarter, we got Zverev and Thiem, Shapovalov and Harris, Yari and Mute, and Barrere and Tsitsipas.
This is a terrible quarter.
It is. It's pretty bad.
Zverev and the odds on Zverev. What are the odds on Zverev to win this quarter? Because he really should win this.
Plus 175. Tsitsipas is plus 187. Shapo is plus 400. Yari is plus 750. Mute is plus 600. Harris is plus 1600. Barrere is plus 2200. And Thiem is plus 2500.
You know, I would love to put a bet on Barrere, but he's just not good enough on grass, especially. But like, I'd love, like, I think Barrere, like, if you were going to put a Barrere, I'm not going to do it, but if you're going to put a sneaky play on Barrere here, I wouldn't hate it. Like, he's been kind of decent recently in like a quarter where it's like Tsitsipas, I don't trust at this point.
You know who I'm actually thinking about putting a little bit on?
Yari, because you love Nico Yari. Not on grass. Not on grass. I get it. You got the serve, but like,
he's going to destroy Mute.
What?
He's going to destroy Mute. I feel like Tsitsipas on this court with that serve, it's going to be very problematic for Tsitsipas. I like his chances there. And then, like, Zverev hasn't played on grass. Shapo is super erratic. And then, like, you got Lloyd Harris. I mean, like...
I can't.
I feel like Yari has just as good of a chance to win this quarter as Tsitsipas or Zverev. Like,
100% disagree. I mean, like Yari's game just doesn't suit the grass well. Like he's got the serve, but that's it.
He's improved.
He needs high balls. He needs the clay because he needs the ball to get up high so he can drill it. Like. That's why he loves altitude clay. High bounce.
I get it.
Serve gets a push. But... I mean, Yari did beat Tsitsipas 3 years ago. I mean, Yari did beat Tsitsipas and Sinner 3 years ago. Granted, that was a very young Sinner, but he did beat Sinner in 19 and Tsitsipas in Den Bosch. But it's really tough, man. Like,
Yari has just improved a lot from like a ball striking standpoint this year. Like I understand the high balls and stuff, but like the surface is so quick. His big game is it I don't see why it just doesn't translate to grass at all. Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
Just doesn't have he's not athletic. He's too tall, like or he requires high balls too much. He's not athletic, like he's not that. He doesn't really like love to get into the net enough. Like again, because he's not quick. Like that's the problem. Like he's got the serve, but that's it. He's like an Isner.
He's a little bit better from the ground than Isner.
I agree, but his serve's not quite as good.
I'll probably just bet Yari money line against Tsitsipas. I'll probably get a really good price on that. Or would you do that?
Yeah, you will. You're way better off just rolling over because you should get a great price on that against Tsitsipas.
Yeah. You tail me on that?
I mean, let's see what the price is, but maybe.
Okay. If you got like plus 400 for Yari.
Oh yeah. But that's why you'd roll this over, is because like if you really want to do a futures, you're gonna get a great price on just the Tsitsipas match.
Right.
I
agree.
How about going in? I thought this Zverev at one was tasty, but like Tsitsipas is still scary down there. Like I agree, like I'm not going to back him right now, but like, I don't know. Maybe he's back to being motivated again. Maybe just needed a match to get back. I mean, he's now back from vacation for a week, right? So like, maybe he's good now.
Yeah, I don't know.
But plus 180 isn't good enough.
It's not good enough.
But it also like his
Like, does
presence, I think,
Chapo
makes
scare
it.
you at all? Just because, like,
Yeah, Chapo always scares me, but I would never bet him. I'm not going to back him at 400.
no. But I
But
always
he scares me.
I prefer backing Chapo as a dog than as a favorite, right? Because
Right.
like he could technically beat anyone if he's firing, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, and then Zverev, granted this is his first grass court tournament this year. He didn't play grass at all last year, so this is his first grass court tournament in 2 years. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's another thing to consider.
He plays team in the first round. Like he should be able to get through that regardless.
Should be win that, yeah.
And then if he does, like if he's back, but like Chapo could be scary. I don't think there's a play here. I think this is a stay away quarter. You're right. You can kind of convince me. Because the problem is like Tsitsipas, like the value on him's not good, but his presence kind of kills this quarter. I think
it does. And he's plus 187 to win the quarter. I mean, it's just not good enough.
Yeah.
So all right. How about outrights here?
My outrights here are Medvedev and Rublev. Medvedev is 330. I think that's a gift. And Rublev is 900. Rublev and Hubie are the same. I think that's ridiculous, given Hubie's form. So those are my two plays. Like their draws are just too good.
Yeah, I think you have to go top half of the draw here.
Yeah.
What's the top half to? Whoa.
Even money. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bottom is minus 130. Okay. I actually like bottom half there. No?
No, because like I don't know, man. I like Medvedev and Rublev here.
I like Rublev better than Medvedev. Slightly. I definitely prefer Rublev on the outright price and the quarter price.
Like I don't know. I like both. Like
how about if you look like further down the board? Like
I don't think there's anything further down the board. Like the Chapo price Chapo price isn't good enough. Bublik at 28-1 could be fun, but his draw's way too tough.
yeah.
If you're a believer in Yari, play the Yari at 40-1 to win the title. I'm not gonna do it, but like if you believe in him, that's a play. I was wondering what Eubanks would be to win a title. Actually, if Eubanks was like something insane, like 250-1 or something,
he's not even on the board.
That's where Baena is. Like what?
He's not even on the board.
I know, but I'm saying like if Eubanks were on the board, he'd be kind of interesting. Like at 200-1 or something insane. You know what I mean? Which you probably would never get, but like
yeah. He does have
my
really,
plays
really
here are chalky.
draw.
It's Medvedev and Rublev, but this tournament has too many good guys, and it's too like important of a tournament for me to like go anything but chalk here. Like
I like Rublev and Yari. I think that's.
I mean, look, if you want to take Yari at 40-1, it's hard for me to complain about it.
Yeah,
he's just done nothing on grass in his career. I don't think his game suits it particularly well, but like if you want to take a shot at it,
yeah, I might take a shot at it. I just think he's significantly improved, just like from a ball striking standpoint. Like I understand the high balls altitude, clay, but I don't know. It's appetizing. 40-1 is nice. So, all right.
Yeah,
so
interesting list of champions. So you have Hugo, but it's Hubie, last time. Well, maybe not. I mean, because like Federer won this event 10 times, but outside of Federer, previous champs past 10 years are Hubie, Hugo Humbert, Coric, Florian Meyer won this event 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So it is an event where like lower ranked guys have stolen this event.
Okay, so that gives some more clout to the Yari pick.
Yeah, I mean, look, of guys down on the board,
he's the only guy that's worth taking a shot on.
I still don't think he's worth taking a shot on, but he's better. If you made me take a shot on somebody higher than 20-1, That's probably where I would go.
I wish Struff had an easier draw.
And
Is
I
that
I actually really liked the top half to win this event. Because, like, if you look at that third quarter, I actually think it's like a bunch of guys who are slightly overrated on the surface. Like, they're good. It's a tough quarter, no doubt. But I think they're all being slightly overrated right now. Like, Bublik, he's Bublik. Like, he can clown away any match, right? Like, I know he's got the big serve, but, like, you never know.
Yeah,
Struff just came off a long run. He might mentally be done. Just fried after that Stuttgart run.
Okay.
Kyrgios is a threat, but he also is just coming back from injury.
He's hurt.
Sinner is, we talked about this before, he's kind of overrated on grass, to be honest, because of that Wimbledon run last year and taking 2 sets from Djokovic.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is that third quarter really, like, there's a lot of really good guys there. I agree. It's a great quarter, but is it like an event-winning quarter such that it should be the favorite to win the event?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. So I like the top half at even money also.
Because on the top you got Rublev, you got Medvedev, who are
and you got Hubie. I mean, if you need it, you got Hubie.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, no one else I feel like besides those 3 guys can win the title. Right?
Yeah, I think this is an awful.
You're relying on 3 guys, whereas on the bottom half you got, I guess, Kyrgios if he catches fire, Sinner.
I mean, Bublik could. Bublik if he catches fire.
Bublik can't. No, Bublik can't. He's gonna clown around one match. Like, if he's not gonna clown in 5 matches and win at 500. No.
I'm not saying he's go. Look, I don't even like him at 28-1, Manny. Yeah. But, like, I think he could.
Okay.
Like, in theory, he's got a better shot than, like, Yibing Wu. Right? Like, when I'm saying could, I'm saying has like a 1% or better chance.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair.
Right? Like, I guess Korch could win it. Korch has some fire weeks occasionally, and, like, his game should be okay on grass.
But he's not that good.
He's like mentally still good to go, could win it. Kyrgios could win it for sure. Sinner could win it for sure. Zverev could win it.
Good.
I don't like Zverev, but Zverev could win it for sure.
Yari could win it.
Tiafoe could win it.
Tsitsipas
could win it, and clearly you think Yari could win. I think he's probably more than a 1% chance. So that's 9 guys in the bottom half who could win it. So yeah, you're right. The bottom half has a lot of guys, but, like, they're all.
But they're not great quality guys, right? They could, based on, like, their talent and, you know, their history, right? But a lot of them are overrated.
Right. That's my point.
Right. Yeah. Whereas I feel like there's less guys on the top, but the 3 guys at the top are,
like, I actually think I think Rublev and Medvedev are being rated here by the books.
Okay. I'm backing you on the Rublev outright price, but I'm not backing you on the Medvedev one. I don't
Medvedev one is purely because of the draw. Like, that draw is just so pretty.
I don't like the Rublev one either, because just, like, he hasn't played that much on grass. He hasn't played at all. And then, like, his quarter is definitely stronger than the Medvedev quarter. And as you said, the first round match might be the toughest match of them all. So, you know what? I'm staying away from the Rublev as well. I'm just gonna bet
you're just on Yari. I'm gonna stick with Rublev and Medvedev. We'll see how it goes.
All right, I'm doing the top half as well. I like that. All right. So that does it for draw talk in Halle. Let's go over.
Any play on the unseeded finalist line? The no unseeded finalist is plus 105.
But there are a lot of unseeded players, which we kind of like here.
Who? Kyrgios, Bublik, like, on the top half.
We like Nakashima. We like Wu. Griekspoor is not seeded. Hoffman is not seeded. Struff is not seeded. Sonego.
Yeah, you know what? You might be right. That might be a stay away. I think you're right.
Just stay away. I mean, there are some dangerous guys. I mean, I
There
obviously
are.
Ari, and he's unseated.
There are.
So, all right. So let's go to the matches here. So we got Emer and Nakashima tomorrow. Only money
No
line.
spread up yet? What is this?
Man, I know.
Um,
Nakashima is minus 240. Emer is plus 195. Set spread, Nakashima minus 1.5 sets is plus 115. Emer to win a set is minus 150. I mean,
you have a play here?
I think the line is well set, to be honest.
I think it's a little off, but it's not off. There's a lot of juice on this line, and it's not off enough to offset the juice. Is my take.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think this should be closer to like a 220, 180, but the 20 cents isn't getting me yeah. Like if Emer was just a little bit better price, like if Emer was a plus 220, I would take him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think Nakashima, but yeah, I mean, Emer's game doesn't really suit the grass. It would just be because I don't know. Just because Nakashima's a little out of form, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, the game spread is 2.5 for Nakashima. Minus 2.5. Over under is 22.5 here.
Yeah, I mean, no thanks.
Yeah.
I think I actually think it'd be interesting to do like a. I mean, maybe Nakashima 2-0 is interesting. Just because if Emer loses the first set, maybe his compete level drops, but I don't know if that happens as much on grass.
I think I'm gonna stay away from this match. I don't really like any of the lines.
Yeah, you want to stay away from
Next
this.
match is Ote and Jiri. Jiri is even money. Ote is minus 120. Um,
And my reaction is like, really? You're gonna make me like
it's a half a game spread. Over under is 23.5. I actually like the Oat money line here at minus 120.
I'm staying away, man. I originally liked the Laszlo money line just a little bit, but Oates at home, like
Mm-hmm.
Oates just been so bad, man.
He has been bad.
Like his wins, he is
Lost to Barrera in straight sets last week.
if I'm counting it up right, he's like 5-17 or something on the year.
Yeah, that's really bad.
He beat Katab and Munich, and well, like he's been slightly better in Germany. 2 of his wins have been in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
He did beat Yuri this year in Indian Wells.
He does have a decent grass court game, I have to say.
I agree, and he made the Stuttgart semis last year, and he made the semis here last year also. I think I'm gonna take the Oat money line, man. The more I look at it, I think Oat on money line's the play.
In the semis, he beat Kachanov, Bash, and Kecmanovic, which the Kachanov match is win is good. Took Murray to 5 sets at Wimbledon in 21. And Laszlo Giri, I mean, he's not good on grass. He did beat Berankis.
No, Laszlo's not great on grass. I mean, like
Oh.
Laszlo Dairy's a clay. He's a clay quarter.
And last year he won one match against Henry Squire, which was a retirement on grass. And that's all.
Yeah, 21 he won one match, he beat Cuevas at Wimbledon.
Doesn't say much.
19, his last one on grass before that was first round of Wimbledon in 19 against Guido Andreozzi.
And Cuevas went 4 sets with Cuevas at Wimbledon. Like
Actually, this is his
that.
list of career wins on grass, Deary. Andreozzi in 4 sets, Cuevas in 4 sets, Squire retirement, and Berankis this year.
Wow. That's it? Those
That's
are his
it.
4 wins on grass.
That's the full list of career wins for Deary on grass.
All right, I'm taking Oat money line here.
I'm going to take the old money line. I think and it makes sense why Deary would struggle on grass. Like his game just doesn't suit the surface. He needs too much time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all over the
Oat money line.
Yeah.
And the only reason why it's minus 120 is because how terrible Oat's been.
Yeah, but like maybe on home soil he'll play a little better.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's a candidate for a GBM official play.
Candidate. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's see what element we have.
That's not the official play. I don't want to like. I guess it doesn't matter what match it is, but like, I don't know. Let's keep going through. Chapo and Harris. Oh my god, Chapo's minus 250. Where are the game spreads, Bovada? Come on.
Yeah. I don't have a play here. Like Chapo, like Lloyd Harris has not. I mean, has Lloyd Harris been even decent like lately? Right, because he was hurt and he came back.
I don't mind the 3-set line here at plus 140. No,
I get it. Chapo can lose a set to anybody, but like. Kind of look since his comeback. I mean, maybe. You know what? You're starting to convince me a little bit more because, like, since his comeback,
Harris is usually competitive in a few sets. Like, I remember he played Zverev, right? I know it was a different surface, but like, or was it? No, I think it was last week actually.
Yeah, he took.
No, it was Zverev and Roland Garros. Yeah, it was 6-6. Right, so he plays a few competitive sets. It's just like, I feel like he's not conditioned enough to keep up a high level.
Yeah, it's tough. Like Harris has just not been good since. Like,
back from injury. Does it really matter against Chapo though?
Trying to see, should Chapo beat Kovalik in straight sets? You know what? It might not. Like, what is Harris to win a set? Actually, I just prefer the 3-set line in that case.
Yeah,
Harris Chapo this year. His 2-set wins are Safiullin and Guido Pella. Sorry, Safiullin and Kovalik.
Yeah, that's it.
That's two out of 20. That's that Chapo's won in straight sets.
Wow.
So yeah, I think. I mean,
how many has he lost in straight sets?
Alcaraz, Tsitsipas, Fritz, twice. That Hugo Humbert, that awful performance against Hugo in the Indian Wells.
Yeah.
Yibing Wu in Dallas. And Novak in Adelaide. So like he's good.
What percentage of his matches has he won a set in? Or has it like has he split sets with his opponent?
It's about 50-50.
So at plus 140, I like that.
Well, the way I'm thinking of it is like most times he loses in straights, but here's the guys he's lost to in straights again. Alcaraz, Tsitsipas, Fritz twice. Hugo Humbert, remember, he just like went away mentally in that match. Djokovic and Yibing Wu.
So that's pretty high level opposition.
That's pretty.
That's
and
happening.
Yibing Wu was in Dallas when Yibing Wu won the title.
Right.
So like that's pretty exactly like.
So he can lose a set to anyone.
But he
But
wins a set
just
versus anybody who's not amazing.
right. But if the opponent is much better than him, then he'll go away, right? He'll just lose in straights. But
Well, he's just not good enough, right? He's just like not that good at
right.
tennis right now. Like
Yeah, but if the guy's ranked like 300 in the world, doesn't matter. He still has a 50-50 shot of losing a set.
yeah. Yeah.
Because we're adding this. I'm gonna go with the 3-set line here.
I'm gonna do that too.
Okay. Other candidate for player of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. All right.
How
Next.
is any Chapeau match go like plus 140 to go 3 sets though? I really have to question that.
Yeah.
Unless he's playing somebody who's way better than him, he's going to lose 2-0. But other than that, like.
Yeah. And I like that play at plus 140. I think it's nice.
Yeah.
How about Yari and Mute? Yari minus 165. Mute plus 135.
Yeah, I'm not playing this.
Yari to win.
You're probably going to want to play Yari. It's just like. He's just like not that. Like his game just doesn't make sense for grass. And the data, I think, shows it.
His game makes sense for grass. He just doesn't have the results to show for it, I think.
No, but outside of the serve, that's it.
Yeah, the serve plus 1, I guess, but that's it. Yeah.
But the plus 1 from him is actually better on a serve where the ball bounces up a little more. Like again, like altitude play is perfect for that guy. We've said it a million times, so it's kind of stale now, but like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away here. I want to see how Yari does in this first match. He hasn't played, he didn't play last week, right?
No.
I don't think so. So I want to see how he does in his first round match. And then kind of based on that, I might like bet him going forward. But yeah, probably have to stay away here. Mute is just so underpowered in this matchup, though.
I get it. I get
like,
it. I
how
hear
is
you. Like,
how is Mute
I
going to
think
break
this line is
Yari's
pretty
serve?
good. Like, I don't know. Mute almost beat Karatsev last week. I mean, I agree. Karatsev's not good on grass, but like, is Yari that much better on grass than Karatsev?
No, but Yari has a way better serve, right? And Mute is going to be standing near the fence, just trying to get it back, and it's going to land short, and Yari's just going to put it away. I mean, I just see a lot of points being like that. That being said, I do think Yari's going to have a tough time breaking Mute.
So I agree with you, but I don't want this at my like. I think Yari's a deserved favorite here. I think the book has this perfectly. So like, this is actually exactly where I would set this like down to the penny. If I was the book, this is what the line would be.
Line would be
Exactly this.
All right. I'm tempted to back Yari, but I think I'm gonna stay away just because I want to see how he does here on grass. I'm very interested to see how he plays it because his game has improved a lot. So I want to see if it translates to other surfaces, like his shot making. You know.
Yes, I agree.
All right, Barrere and Tsitsipas. Barrere is plus 375. Tsitsipas is minus 500.
Is there a spread here? No.
No. I don't know why.
Seriously.
Like, why are there no spreads? Let me see if I could find it on a different book. Here. Four.
Do you hate Barrera plus the games here? I wish I could see how Barrera's done on grass in his career.
Not great.
I was working for you. Where's my connection? Okay.
He beat Oat 4-3 last week, and then he lost to Musetti 3-3. So not great. That being said, I don't mind the +4 still. I just don't like Tsitsipas right now. Like, I think he's struggling.
I agree.
And Barrere has an edge in backhand to backhand exchanges. Like, Barrere's backhand is pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna take.
actually less worried about that on in this match.
You're less worried about it for
Yeah.
what, for Tsitsipas?
Yeah, like
You know what? How about this line? Barrere to win a set at +120. Do you like that?
I think I prefer the games on grass, to be honest. Like, what's the over here? The over under.
The over under here is, I think, 22.5.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, 22.5. I mean, play the +4 if you're gonna go that way. I wouldn't play the over.
Yeah, yeah.
See, +4 is -125, and plus 1.5 sets for Barrera is +120.
Well, but I mean, 6 and 4 is a very possible score here. You also push it 6 and 3, 5 and 4, 4 and 4, 6 and 3, 5 and 4, 6 and 4 and 4. So like, there actually is some backing here in taking the 4 games. The 4 games is kind of relevant.
Okay. I'm gonna take something Barrera here.
What is the? Yeah,
Even Barrera money line is actually appetizing. +375.
it's kind of appetizing, to be honest.
It is. Like, I think this line should be Tsitsipas -400 and Barrera like plus maybe 275, 300, but not 375. It's a bit much. So it's not play of the day material, but it's decent. All right, let's move on to the next
I'm
match.
probably gonna stay away.
You're gonna
Folks
stay.
taking a lot of juice on that line.
All right, Medvedev Giron. All right, we finally got a spread on Bovada. So 4.5 games for Medvedev, -800, over under 21.
No play here. I mean, I got no play here.
Giron to win a set is +170.
I got no play here. Medvedev should kill him, but 4.5 games is so much on grass.
It's a lot, yeah.
Like, this is where I would put this actually if I was the book. The money line's tough to judge because when the money lines get that far out there, they're just hard to judge. But like 4.5 games is exactly where I would put this spread.
You like Medvedev -2 in the first set spread?
It's -150. You need 6-3 to cover. Like, if you're gonna do that, take the under 9.5 at -110.
Right. But then you lose at 6-4.
Yeah, instead of pushing, and 6-4 is a really likely score here for a set. I don't know,
It's
man.
probably
Oof.
not appropriate. Play that.
I don't
Yeah,
like anything there. To me, this
it's
is a
stay
pure stay
away, I
away.
guess.
I've seen the book. I think this is a really well set line.
Giron over 8 games, minus 135. They're well set lines. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's stay away. All right, next match is Zverev and Team. Zverev is 4.5 game favorite, minus 800, over under of 21. Oh my lord.
Veteran team.
Yeah. Like a
I'm staying far away here.
It's like a blast from the past kind of match.
But it's really not. Like Zverev is a legit like Zverev's come back a lot farther than Team has.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not where he was when he was, competing with Nadal last year, but he's come back a lot farther than Team has. I have no interest in this match. This is a stay far, far away from me. Like if this match is being played in Halle, so I'll be staying somewhere in the USA.
You're staying that far away.
Yeah. Not touching this with a 1,000-mile pole.
Oh, Zverev 2-0 is minus 225. I was hoping to get better on that. Yeah, I just don't know what team is going to show up. I mean, it's I don't know. But 4.5 is so much, and it's Zverev's first match on clay on.
It's also teams. It's also team's first match.
That's right. That's true.
And has team ever been a good grass court player? Like I feel like team is much more suited.
I don't
His
think
game is
so.
way more suited for the clay than the grass. Way more
Yeah.
suited.
And he's struggling on clay to begin with. So if he's struggling with his best surface, you're
But it's Zverev's first grass court match in 2 years. You don't want that line.
Stay away. Stay away. I agree. All right. Rublev and Yibing Wu here. Very interesting match here.
Telling you, man, giving it plus 325, I think is the play.
It's appetizing. I like it too. I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that.
How about Rublev 2?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Honestly,
Yeah.
instead I'm gonna hit Yibing to win the first set. What is that? Like, is that 250 or better?
No, it's 225.
I might stay away from that. I might just stay away from this match. My fear here with Wu is, does Wu have enough energy to get through two sets against Rublev? I don't think he does. And if this goes 3, he's in major trouble. Like Rublev's a pretty physical player.
So do you like Rublev 2-1 at plus 270?
Is this match tomorrow?
No, it's Tuesday.
So I have a day to think about it. This one to me is going on my reserve / think about pile because I might take something like that there. I like the Wu. Like in theory, I like even Wu here, but I'm thinking about the physicality, and that's a huge issue here. Like, can Wu get through 2 sets with Rublev's physicality? I don't think he can.
Okay.
It's also another reason why I like Rublev to win that quarter.
But grass tennis is not that physical. Like, I'd be more worried about that on clay. I'm not too worried about it here.
It's a fair point.
I don't mind Wu to win a set at plus 110.
I think if you do that, I think I prefer the first set line, to be honest, the 220. Like, I think if he's going to win a set here, I think it's going to be the first one.
The first one. Okay.
Like, I think he's better. Like, the book has him, like, the same in the first and second set. And I think he's, like, so not only does, like, first of all, that would be Rublev's first setback, right? on the grass. And then secondly, it's
That is true.
again, like he'll be fresh, so there's no physicality issues. And I think that's worth more. Like the two of those combined, even on grass, is worth more than 5 cents difference.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah,
I don't hate that first set money line on Woo at 225. But the books are taking a lot of juice there, aren't they?
they are. But I actually like your reasoning there. I mean, it makes sense. We have a day to think about it, so we'll see.
No, that's simmer.
Korich and Bublik here.
Pick them.
Pure pick 'em. Maybe Korich is a slight dog here. Over under 24.
What is the Bublik over? What does the over 12.5s look like here?
Bublik, they're both minus 145.
It's hilarious.
You like the 3-set line at plus 125?
You know what might be? But see, it's grass. 120. No. I don't like the 3-set line.
Yeah, Bublik 3-set lines are dangerous.
All Bublik lines are dangerous.
That's a good point.
Like, what is the over under here? Just the pure over under?
24.
Ew, like
That might be the play, the 24.
over.
Mm-hmm. This is a really tough match to call.
It's probably just it's even though like there should be a line I like here, it's probably a pure stay away. I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's really tough because like also Korich can be really good, but he can also be really bad.
Both of these guys are like that, you know?
Yeah,
like
which
I
makes
just
it
feel
very
like
hard to pick. It's kind of like that Griekspoor Rusevori match.
yeah.
That's what it reminds
But
me
there's
of.
no plus money here. That's the difference.
I know.
Like there's no good line out here that I think like I think I'm gonna stay away because like and I want to bet this, but like and like there's just no like there's no line here that like where I feel like I benefit like from variance.
True.
Like all the lines here are like, do you feel good about something? And no, like there's nothing that either of these guys I feel good about ever.
Yeah, and then even Korich, like it's hard to bet him in the first round. Like I think it's easier to bet him like in a quarter or semi when he's done well.
I agree.
A couple matches, right? Because like some events he just plays like complete dog shit. And then some
Hubie overs. Yeah, I agree. This match is just unbettable. Korich Bublik.
Unbettable. Absolutely unbettable. This match. All right.
I'm proud of myself though. I stayed away. This is the first Bublik line I've stayed away from in a long time.
But you keep saying that you want to bet it, and there's still a day in between. So I'm still a little worried about you.
You're right. I'm gonna look at it tomorrow and be like, I can't stay away, Bublik. I cannot.
I feel like you're gonna find a way to hit it.
And I'm gonna find a way to lose money on it. Actually, I do okay usually when I bet Bublik lines. They're just like horrible. Anyways,
all right, next match: Eubanks and Hubie.
These are comical over-unders. Pure hilarity.
25. Jesus Christ. Do you bet the under just on principle? I've done that and I've been successful.
I mean, Hubie's still better than Eubanks, right?
Right.
Right?
He is. And like, what if Eubanks just like, at least Hubie pushes the ball, but it lands in the court.
I know.
Right? Like Eubanks might be, because Hubie's pushing the ball around, Eubanks might be enticed to just like go for broke and just miss 4 easy balls. And then there's a break and that's a set.
Like, is Eubanks ever winning this in straight sets?
No.
So then if you were going to do that, then you should go like. And then so which makes me not like it as much because like that means that your over is base. What is Hubie 2-0?
Minus 105.
That might be my play.
I prefer the under 25 then.
But the only difference is maybe Eubanks wins in straights. Otherwise, you're just punting away 10 cents.
He's not.
You're never getting under. So I mean, theoretically you could, but you're never getting under 25 in this match in 3 sets.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, if it's under 25, Hubie's winning it, right?
Right. So then go with the Hubie 2-0.
2-0.
Because that's never happening in 3 sets.
Yeah.
Under 25.
Right.
You know, the 3 set line at 140 is also kind of fun. I think that might be the play here.
I actually think I don't know. I see like a 4 and 4 or something like that here.
You think Hubie's gonna run away with this? Or not run away with it, but
Like
find a way
we
to break
say
Eubanks
Hubie is not
once.
that good, but we're also saying that Eubanks is really not that good either. Like everyone is overreacting, as you said, because he's in the top 100 now, right? Like he doesn't have much experience on grass. Hubie won this event last year.
I gotta see some Eubanks material quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at some Eubanks stats here. Wait, what happened to Eubanks in? Oh no, he qualified. Eubanks qualified. He beat Gaston in 3 sets.
Yeah, exactly. And then Altmaier retired.
I think Hubie 2-0 is the play here. I think you're right. Like Hubie, like Hubie should get this done.
He should, yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Like if you could get a same game parlay, I wouldn't hate Hubie and the under. I just don't like the under here. I just don't think the under makes a lot of sense because if you're going to do that, just take the Hubie 2-0.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell you on that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. All right. Next match is Altmaier and RBA.
Is there any reason you would bet this?
There isn't, but the thing is, Altmaier retired against Eubanks in the second round of qualifying.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's healthy. RBA also, I mean, he's been awful too this year.
I'm not playing this. I'm staying far away here. The problem is Eubanks is I'm staying far away because Eubanks, sorry, not Eubanks. I keep saying Eubanks. Altmaier's injured and it's RBA's first match on grass. He's been terrible. Like there's no reason to bet this.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think the line is like kind of decently-ish set.
It's just very hard because first match for RBA on grass, as you said, and then Altmaier
That's what I'm
retired.
saying. Why would you bet this?
So
Like,
there's no reason to bet it. There's no reason.
yeah.
All right, let's move on. We got Sonego and Kyrgios here. Ooh. Over under 25.5. Minus 110 for each. Pure pick 'em. I got a very clear play here, and I don't know if you're tailing me. Sonego money line.
I'm not gonna tell you because, like, I don't know, man. Like, I know Kyrgios lost to Wu last week,
But in terrible fashion. It's not that he lost, it's how he lost. He looked hurt, like legitimately hurt, like in pain. As soon as the rally went over 3 shots, he was toast.
but then he wouldn't play. He doesn't need the money. He makes plenty of money. Like, he wouldn't play if he didn't want to play.
I'm not so sure about that. I feel like he lives an expensive lifestyle. I think I think he
You
wants
gotta
to
have plenty of money coming in from endorsements and stuff. He's one of the faces of the tour.
I don't know. I don't think he lives a very healthy life. I don't think he really is like disciplined in anything he does in his life, to be honest.
I still don't think it matters. Like, I don't think like I mean who knows?
Okay.
We don't know Nick Kyrgios' finances, but like he certainly has shown in the past. Like if Nick Kyrgios like if he's hurt, he's not gonna play. He's just not like.
But
He didn't play for 6
Sonego
months.
is a respectable player, and Sonego's going to put pressure on him. Like Kyrgios is not going to break easily. Sonego is going to, hit big shots and force Kyrgios to move dynamically. Like, I think Sonego should be a favorite here. I put him at like minus 145, minus 150, like with Kyrgios' form. This is Kyrgios' second match, and the one match that he played, he lost after a knee surgery. I don't understand how anyone can back Kyrgios here.
I'm not backing Kyrgios. You got me off of Kyrgios.
Okay. But then favor Sonego considering it's a pick.
I think it's to stay away. Like, I don't.
Okay.
Is there any news on Kyrgios being hurt? Like, has he said? Like, is there anything out there at all that says Kyrgios is hurt? I always go to Twitter. I never go to Google for tennis injuries.
No, never. Who's got the latest?
Wait, oh man.
It's just Alcaraz saying that Kyrgios has more chances to beat.
No, where was the Tsitsipas feud? There was a great comment from Tsitsipas up there. It was just hilarious. You missed it.
I missed it.
Yeah. Do you like Kyrgios Tsitsipas feud or something?
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go, right there. Yeah. He's brought NBA basketball attitude to tennis. I described it as an uneducated approach. Tennis is a gentleman's sport. It's all about respect. We're not playing basketball. He kept putting... This is amazing.
He kept putting his towel in my box.
This is amazing. God, that is amazing.
That's amazing.
That's
Sissy
amazing.
is such a weirdo, man.
That is pure gold. Like, this is why I get my on this pod, is to learn things like this. Like, this is the best thing I've seen all weekend.
Oh. It was better than the Griekspoor wins.
Oh, it was way better than Griekspoor wins. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is Tsitsipas is just such a weirdo, man.
Yeah. What are people on Twitter saying about this match? I'm actually really curious.
This match is Tuesday, so I'm sure we'll hear more about it on Monday.
Fine, yeah.
Monday, so
I don't know, man. Like,
is there a way to bet where you get paid out for a withdrawal? I wonder if there's a book that pays for that. Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm sure for a withdrawal they just pay you the money back, but like I wish that there's a way to hedge for that. All right, next match. Let's move on. I'm big on the Sonigo money line. Sounds like you're not. Wessels and Hanfman. You have any play here? Wessels is a 4-game dog. Plus 400 on the money line. Over under 21.5. Have you seen much of Wessels?
I haven't seen much at all of Wessels. I know nothing about Wessels.
Yeah.
And I still might hit him. Plus 4 games, even money against Hanfman. And Hanfman's not that. I mean, it's Hanfman's first grass court match of the year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Hanfman really doesn't have great results on grass.
That win versus Zhang is pretty impressive. 4-2.
For Wessels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like Wessels here, man. I might take a unit and split it. One on the 4 games and one on the
Money line.
Yeah.
Last year, Hanfman didn't even qualify for Wimbledon.
No, Hanfman's grass record is not good.
He beat Barrios Vera in a 3rd-set breaker in Halle last year. Lost to
In qualifying,
Safiullin.
great. That's not impressive.
Yeah, that's bad. You know what? I'm gonna tail you on the plus 4, not the money line, but the plus 4.
I'm gonna split my unit.
Okay. All right. Fair. And then we got Richard Gasquet and Yannick Sinner. Wow. Gasquet plus 4.5. Plus 400 on the money line, over under 21.5.
I like the 4.5 games here.
Me too. Me too. And it's not juiced either. It's minus 105.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Do you like Sinner over 12.5 at minus 125?
I prefer the 4.5 games for Gasquet.
Have these guys played? Sure they have.
Oh, I'm sure they've played. They must have played a few times, but
Just once. Indian Wells 3-6 this year, which gets you there.
and this is on grass, which should be close.
This is on grass, which is Sinner's worst surface and Gasquet's better surface. So I really like the 4.5 here.
I like the 4. I don't like anything else here, but I like the 4.5.
I agree with you. Okay. The reset line is plus 200 here. It's appetizing.
It's very Wait, what does Gasquet to just win a set?
Plus 145.
Wow. I mean, they think there's a real chance that Gasquet wins this 2-0, but it's a 4.5 game. Like, the line just doesn't make sense here.
What has Sinner really done recently to prove that he's that big of a favorite?
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like the 3 set at plus 200 is insane. I think you got to hit that too. Like, that just looks like that's like a poorly set line. Like, we're saying that Gasquet has a chance to win in straight sets, but he's a 4.5 game dog. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I agree. Well, I prefer hitting that than the plus 1.5 sets at plus 145 because I think Sinner wins a set here. Right?
I mean, regardless of that, right? I mean, like I don't think it's 55 cents or 145 to 200. Like, well, yeah. I mean,
I think this is a poorly set line. Gasquet just beat Tsitsipas last week.
Yeah.
All right, so plus 4.5. I think that might be a candidate for bet of the day tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be.
So, all right, 2 more matches. We got Safiullin against Struff. 2.5.
I don't like this at all. Like, there's almost no line where I would like this.
I'm not that big on a fade spot here for Struff, just because it's in Germany. I think he's just kind of gonna pick up where he left off. I don't think Griekspoor, I agree with you. Struff, not so much.
So I agree. I agree with you on that. If there's, I think Griekspoor is a much better fade choice here than Struff, but it's
Because I'm considering laying the 2.5 here with Struff.
2.5 is a lot. Like, has Safiullin played on grass yet this year?
I mean, all you need is 4 and 6.
It's one break. You just need one break. I'll back that. I'll take the Struff and lay the 2.5.
I mean, Safiullin is just like,
That's pretty friendly.
no.
And they're giving our buddy Struff a day off.
Yeah, he'll be fine physically.
Oh, it's not a physical thing; it's a mental thing. But I'm saying like they're giving him a day off even mentally.
Yeah,
2.5, I'll do it.
I mean, Safiullin lost to Benjamin Hassan in straight sets on grass in Stuttgart. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And then last year, he played 2 matches, beat Hoffman, and then lost to Rodionov.
Yeah.
But that's all he played. And then he beat Karlovic in qualifying the year before losing to Federico Gallo. So he averages like 2 grass court matches a year. Whereas Struff just came off a final.
No, I mean this is
really good
Struff all the way if Struff is mentally like into the match.
And it's in Germany, so he's not gonna like just like be like, oh no.
But I mean that's the only, I'm saying that's the only risk here, right? Is that Struff isn't mentally like, I think there is a risk here that Struff just is mentally like disappointed, not interested. But I don't think it's. I'll still tell you on. I just think there's like, I don't think this is a lock.
Okay.
But I'll still tell you.
You know what? How about -1.5 sets, straight sets at +130 instead of the -2.5 games? I like that better.
Yeah, me too. Way better.
Oh yeah. That's much better, actually. I don't think it's even close. +130 for straight sets in this match.
Like that. Yeah.
Because then you don't even need breaks. You just get to a tiebreak and win those.
Yeah, but tiebreaks are always scary.
They are, of course. Griekspoor and Carballes Baena.
No interest. I saw the line already. Like I want to fade Griekspoor, but RCB is
not RCB.
What?
Yeah. If you fade Griekspoor, RCB is not the guy. Like the next match against, I think he would play. Where's Griekspoor? Oh, against Hubie. But the thing is, Hubie's going to be favored there anyway. So it's hard to fade Griekspoor here.
Damn it.
So.
Can never just be easy, can it?
No, it can't.
Yeah, but I mean, RCB, this is how bad on grass RCB is. He played last year at Wimbledon. He lost to Jordan Thompson 4-1-1.
Ouch.
The year before that, he lost to Pospisil 3-3-3.
Jeez, that's terrible.
Like,
it's really bad. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna stay away there. All right, just a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and preview London. So
Queen's Club.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the show. So we just finished Halle prior to the break, and we are going to preview Queens now. Not London, Queens. So
The Cinch Championships.
The Cinch Championships. Yep.
That's what they're called. That's the official tournament name. I'm reading on the ATP website. Because
So
I always think of these tournaments as like the like the city name or whatever. Like, they like all these tournaments have like a real name and then like their
mhm.
unofficial name, which everybody knows them as.
Yeah, most times they just go by the city, right?
Exactly. Like everybody knows Stuttgart is Stuttgart. They don't know it as like the Boss Open.
Right. Cincy, right? They call it Cincy Tennis. It's not even in Cincy, it's in Mason, Ohio, and it's like the Western
Right.
and Southern Open, right? All right, so let's go through the draw here. So wow, geez, this tournament kind of starts off with a bang. On top of the draw, you got Carlos Alcaraz and Arthur Fils first round match. They'll play the winner of Lechka and Davidovich Fokina. You got Dimitrov and Rusevori. And then you got Tommy Paul and Cerundolo. Talk about a loaded quarter, man. That's a loaded ass quarter.
Yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, I agree.
I don't think there's any other way of putting it.
Now, I mean, like all 8 of those guys are legitimate players in that quarter. They don't all have a chance to win, but they're all legitimate players.
Yeah. So quarter prices. Let's pull up Bovada here.
I would say Bovada actually has quarter prices.
They do.
We gotta hurry because if we don't get this in the next, 4 hours, the tournament might start. We might not be able to hit futures anymore at that point.
Yeah, we'll get it.
You think we can finish this in 4 hours?
We can. We better because I got to get some sleep too. Alcaraz minus 140, Dimitrov plus 400, Paul plus 550, Rusevori plus 800, Fokina plus 1100, Lechka plus 1800, Fils plus 2000, Cerundolo is 100-1 to win this quarter.
And Cerundolo did tweet on Twitter that he is excited to be here.
Okay. That's a nice nugget of info. I mean, at 100-1, I don't know how you can't play that. Tommy Paul first round match. Underdog. Dimitrov, Rusevori, either of those guys could be amazing, but be absolutely terrible. Right? And then I think he played a practice set with Alcaraz and lost like 6-4 today. That's what I read on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I put I put 0 stock into practice sets. But
yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's not like inconceivable that he doesn't beat him, right?
There's got to be a reason, right? This is Frankie Cerundolo. It's not Juan Manuel.
No, it's a good Cerundolo.
Like, I mean, I was seriously looking at that because the price looks ridiculous offhand. I mean,
it's 100-1.
The only fear would be that Cerundolo's best win on grass in his career is Pedro. That would be the fear.
I get it, and I get it. It's a really tough quarter, but it's 100-1, and it's Frankie Cerundolo. It's not like it's like some scrub. It's not like the other guys 100-1 to win their quarters in this tournament. Jan Choinski and Zapata Miralles
or 100-1.
Yeah, those are the only other two guys 100-1 to win their quarters.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm hitting it.
I think you have to. I agree. Like it's just you're basically giving away a unit, but man, in 100-1, how do you not?
I know. As for the other guys, I mean, absolutely no value in Alcaraz here at minus 140. That's a joke. Paul plus 550. I don't know if I like that. The problem is the quarter is so deep that it's like anyone can lose to anyone here. And it makes it very, very difficult to assign quarter value. That's how I look at it here.
I think I like I mean, I'm always hitting the Fokina bandwagon.
You're always on the Fokina bandwagon.
Um,
How was he done on grass in the past?
so last year he beat Hubie in the first round of Wimbledon.
Uh-huh.
Fifth set tiebreak because it's Fokina.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to Vesely in the second round, fifth set tiebreak. It's
Mm-hmm.
Fokina. At Queen's Club, he beat Damonor in ARV, lost to VDZ. That was 22. 21, he beat Emer in Eastbourne and lost to Pospisil. He retired. And then he lost to Dennis Kudla in the first round of Wimbledon 2 years ago. So like I don't know. I just think like at 11-1, man, I don't know. Like he should beat Leheka or Lehechka, however you say it, in the first round. Obviously, all Alcaraz is a tough matchup, but like I think that's a winnable match for Al. Like he could like. There's a real chance he could beat Alcaraz. He should beat
I actually think Arthur Fils has a slight shot there.
I agree. Alcaraz actually said that grass is his worst surface today. He had that quote.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to agree with you now with Alcaraz. Like he's starting to get a little bit too open with the media. Like he needs to dial it back a little bit and just like play tennis.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like I thought it was maturity after the French, and like I kind of like what he said. It was insightful and stuff, but now it's just like enough.
Yeah.
You know, like keep some of it to yourself,
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to back Alcaraz here. I think I'm just gonna play the 100-1 Cerundolo quarter futures. I just feel like there's a lot of variance here. Like anything can happen here. Like Rusevori can come, catch fire, and win this quarter. Right? Fokina can. There's a lot of guys with like a lot of firepower, a lot of talent, but can also play terribly here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said.
Yeah. And that makes me
I
just
think
not
of these
spend units on guys.
what?
That makes me not want to spend units on guys.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna go Fokina because I always go Fokina. But
Okay.
like
All right. 11-1. It's not a bad play. All right. Next quarter, you got Francis Tiafoe playing Bodik Venesen Schulp, Sebastian Korda, and Dan Evans. Jordan Thompson and Milos Raonic. Oh, rematch of last week. I bet we're not going to get plus money on Thompson here, unfortunately. Kecmanovic and Nori. Let's look at quarter prices. Nori's plus 225, Tiafoe's plus 300, Evans plus 600, Korda plus 600, Raonic plus 750, Thompson plus 800. VDZ is plus 1100 and Kecmanovic is 14-1. So do you think Tiafoe's a fade spot here?
Not particularly. If anything, I'd be worried because he played VDZ in the first round.
VDZ's been horrible though.
I made the finals in Munich. Remember, he should have beat Holger Rune.
Yeah, but after that, I think that he really should have beat him, and I think mentally that really played with his psyche.
He's been bad. He was bad.
He's been bad since then. He was bad prior to that, and he's been bad after that. Has he won a match after that?
No. But like he did make the fourth round here last year, not here in Wimbledon. He made the semis here last year.
Well, he's improved a lot, and there's been quite a bit of regression with him this year.
I don't know if I agree with that. Like he's up and down. He's like really inconsistent, but he puts together some good tournament runs too. Winston-Salem semi.
Yeah, it was last year though.
So this year you've got, I guess you don't know that much this year.
It's just the Munich run.
Munich.
And then maybe the Dubai run.
Puna, he made Puna
Okay.
semis. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, Pune, yeah.
But I mean, look, he's like between 30 and 40 in the world. He's like, he's another like okay guy. And I think he's a little better on grass. Like I think he's top 30 in the world on grass.
So I listened to part of the Bet Rivers guys today.
Yeah.
And they were talking about Corda being a guy to back for not just the quarter, but the outright here at where is he? 28-1.
Because he's being undervalued because he came back from injury and it's been terrible since then.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the pick, and that's where I was getting at it. Like I don't I understand Corda has a good grass court game and like should be good on the surface. Like, and he kind of took the clay easy just to maybe get ready for the grass, but like it's hard for me to back him, right? Because like that injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. And like he's gonna have to probably play Tiafoe second round if he gets past Dan Evans, who's playing at home.
What is his price for the quarter? 800?
600.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good
Not
at
good
all.
enough. It's not good enough.
Not good at all.
And then Nori plus 225.
No.
I don't think so.
I
And
mean, Thompson is kind of fun here at 800.
yeah, but I don't know. I think he might have a down week. He actually might be of the four guys that played finals today. He might be the guy I'm most willing to fade. Actually,
Why?
I just think mentally that's going to take a lot out of him. Like knowing that he was the better player against Griekspoor and kind of giving that away. And like he's probably the weakest guy of the four mentally.
I don't know, man, because he whines a lot. Like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just think like the draw here is decent for him for an 800 price. Like, it's either him or it's you just go chalk it and you chalk it with Tiafoe at 300. And I don't, I actually, like, why would you not take Tiafoe at 300? It's kind
I
of a
think
tough draw, I'll give you that. But like, it's probably, I don't know. It's
I
like,
would
I think
stay
it's
away from
Tiafoe
him.
or it's stay away. Nori's form hasn't been great. Don't like
No,
Nori. Um,
it's a stay away. I just don't like any of these guys. Like, obviously, I think Thompson beats Raonic, but I don't know how much more he has kind of just the mental energy to keep going. I think like he might hit a wall. So I don't trust him either. And then like I don't think Tiafoe's a true fade guy, but like the draw is tough.
I might go Thompson and Tiafoe.
Really? You like it?
It's basically a fade on Nori because, like, I'm looking at the 8 guys in this quarter. Nori, I don't think so. But maybe it sits at home. Like, maybe he finds it. But, like, I don't think so, man. Kecmanovic, no. Raonic, no. Evans has been terrible lately, although his game does suit grass pretty well, but he's been terrible lately. Um, Corda, really the same thing as Evans. VDZ's like somewhere in between, like maybe, maybe not. What is VDZ's price for the quarter? 5.
11.
Ooh, it's kind of interesting also.
But he has to play Tiafoe first round.
Okay, so he's got like a 1 out of 5 shot of getting through there. And if he gets past Tiafoe, who's stopping him?
The thing is, Cord is a question mark. Like if the injury is fully healed and he's been training on grass all this time, then he's actually a good play. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. I mean,
Like I would totally agree with the Bet Rivers guys if like I knew
but
that
what is quarter
Cord has been
six to win the
healthy.
quarter?
Yeah. That's not good enough. But that being said, there is that chance that he's healthy and playing great tennis again. And this surface suits him better than any other, probably. So I'm staying away here.
I'm still thinking. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, Tiafoe shouldn't lose to any of these guys. And he's 350.
Yeah.
I mean, is he he's 70% to be
300. He's 300.
fine. I mean, like, would you take him at minus 250 to beat Core? Like, would you take him at minus two? Would you take a Tiafoe money line at minus 250 versus Corda and VDZ? I think I would.
Against VDZ, yes. Against Corda, no.
You really believe that much in Corda?
I don't. I just think that there is that chance. If he's healthy, his best tennis on grass is probably slightly better than Tiafoe's best tennis on grass.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean,
or it's at least a pick 'em. The thing is, I don't like. I want to bet Corda, but I just the health is too much of a question mark. I don't know.
I think at best, if Corda is healthy, I think Tiafoe's a little bit better. Like, I think Tiafoe beats a healthy Corda like 55 to 60% of the time. But he should beat everybody else in this quarter. Like, the only I mean, even the other guys, like even the guy, he should beat Jordan Thompson. He should beat Nori. Like, I think Nori is way overpriced, and given that there has to be value somewhere else, I'm gonna go Foe.
And
I can't stay away because I just think that
you're
Nori's so overpriced, and I might even go
100%.
Thompson.
And you're
But I think Foe's
100%.
a better play.
And you're 100% sure that Tiafoe is not gonna like have a mental lapse after that title win in Stuttgart.
You're
not concerned about that one bit.
I mean, I'm always concerned about Tiafoe mentally lapsing for whatever reason, but like, the only guy I think it costs him the match against is Corda. Like, he should beat these other guys.
He should. I don't disagree with you there necessarily, but I just like, don't you think that there's that off chance that Tiafoe just gets to London and just doesn't want to play and just take a week off, get the appearance fee and take the week off and get ready for what's to come in Wimbledon?
If it was minus 110, I wouldn't take it, but 3's not a bad price.
All right.
Like, if I think there's a 2/3, if I think he's 2 out of 3 on average to win every match, then this is a good price. And like, the only guy who I don't think he's 2 out of 3 against is, if healthy, Corda.
I also think his first 2 matches might actually be the tougher matches.
Which is, again, like,
Corda.
I hear you. I don't love Tiafoe here, but like, this price is just too good.
Okay.
Like, 3's
I'm
a
not
great
taking
price.
I'm not taking it, but I don't agree here.
Because you're worried about Corda and you're worried about Tiafoe being just like taking the week off.
I'm more, yes, that, and then Thompson too. I just don't trust his mental capacity.
Tiafoe's?
No, Thompson.
Oh, Thompson. Yeah, Thompson. I'm less excited about Thompson the more I think about it. Like, yeah, I'm less. The more I think about Thompson, the less exciting. I don't think I'm going to go the Thompson route. Like, because Thompson just, I mean, he's just not that good. Like, even this week, he beat Pericor, Raonic, Manarino, and Rinky.
Yeah.
Like this quarter is way tougher than that. But just because I think Norway's overvalued, there has to be value somewhere else.
Okay.
And I think it's Foeman. Like Foe should be the favorite to win this quarter. He should be much higher priced. He should be a much
I
worse
do
price
agree
than
with you.
Norway.
That's true.
So
That's true. All right, let's go to
the only play there, I think, in my mind. I mean, the other play there is if you want to go long shot VDZ, but VDZ's been awful lately.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna bet each match individually. I think there's some value plays here, depending on the prices, obviously, but like, yeah, not the quarters for me. So next quarter we got Demonor. We'll play Andy Murray first round. Schwartzman against Mackie McDonald. Got Manarino against Brody, and we got Fritz against Bernabe. Quarter prices. We got Fritz at plus 130, Demonor plus 300, Murray plus 450, Mackey at plus 650, Manarino plus 700, Brody 20-1, Schwartzman 22-1, and Bernabe 100-1. I think
Show the draw again. I think this is a stay away quarter. I think all these are pretty well priced. Like Fritz should win this quarter, but 130 is not a good enough price when there's some legitimate opponents there. Manarino is kind of fun at 7-1, but I mean he probably has to beat Fritz and Demonor. I think Demonor is a winnable match for Manarino. I think Fritz is tough, just style wise, and it's a tough matchup for Manarino.
that's what I was thinking. And Manarino went away physically against Thompson. Like, he really can't last anymore. I think he's I mean, he's getting up there in age too. Right?
Yeah. What's Mackey's draw?
Schwartzman and then the winner
Then
of
Demonor. Yeah, like this quarter is like pretty balanced. Like I don't think there's a play here. Like I think it's pretty well priced.
Fritz
Murray's the worst play
130.
here. Murray should not be anywhere near 450.
No, I agree with that.
Um,
Just because he's winning challengers doesn't mean much. Plus, he's played 2 full weeks in a row.
yeah.
So the fatigue factor might come in. Do you like Fritz at plus 130?
No, because like Demonor could actually beat Fritz, and so could Manarino. I don't think it's likely, but there's enough of a chance. Like I think like I mean the only thing with Manarino with Fritz is that like he's not losing to Bernabe.
Right.
On grass. So like it's really just 2 matches for him to get there. But like if this quarter was like Fritz Manarino, like if this was a 250 and you took Bernabe out and you put Fritz at let's say like even money, I don't think that'd be good. Like usually that's reserved for guys who are by far the best player in their quarter. And like yeah, I don't like I'm staying.
I'd agree with you. All right, last quarter we got Holger Rune at plus 220. Let's go over the draw first. So it's Musetti and Choinsky. Play the winner of JJ Wolf and Ben Shelton. Go Umber against Peniston. Cressy against Rune.
This looks like a stay away quarter to me.
Well, let's see the prices. 220 for Rune, plus 350 for Musetti, plus 375 for Ugo, 450 for Wolf, 500 for Cressy, 800 for Shelton, 4,000 for Peniston, 100 to 1 for Choinsky. So let me see.
I don't like Rune because Rune is 0-3 on grass. He was
Don't
0-3
like it
on
either.
grass last year. He was a way worse player last year, but I don't think his game really suits grass that well. Like big windup, big hitting. So I don't like Rune. Don't like Musetti.
I like Ugo and Ben Shelton here.
I don't like the price on Ugo, man. Ugo's not. I mean, like 375 should be a long. I mean, like Ugo should be a long shot, like not a 375. And I really don't see why the penis
Don't you
man.
think he's? I mean, I might just do the rollover because I think he'll be a dog against Rune.
I don't see why you would hit Ugo at all at 375. It's just like I like where you're going in terms of the player. The price is just terrible.
So what do you
plus
think?
375 is reserved for good players. Like
Ugo
Ugo
is
is
a good
sneaky
player.
good, but he's not like good. He's sneaky good. There's a difference.
I mean, Ugo did win Halle a couple years ago. So the guy knows how to play on grass. I mean, who's better than Ugo on grass in this quarter?
I actually like the penis man at 40 to 1. I mean, no, but like for real, like so last year he beat like he's kind of a grass guy. I know he lost to
He's
he
a
lost to
grass
Stricker
guy.
last week, but what?
He is a grass guy.
Like
He's a grass court specialist.
he is. But I mean he beat Rune last year. Like his beat Cerundolo last year, beat Rudla, and like those guys aren't grass guys, but like he's beaten legitimate ATP players on grass. Beat Manarino last year, beat Draper last year. Like these are all like legitimate ATP level wins he had on grass last year. He really is a grass court specialist. Like I'm not saying he's gonna win the quarter, but at 40 to 1, like there's nobody here who's like particularly amazing on
No, I
grass.
actually think it's a pretty weak quarter, to be honest.
It's
I
a very weak quarter.
I honestly, to me, on grass, I think Ugo is probably the best player and most proven player of all of these guys on grass.
I don't disagree with anything you said, but 375, like I way prefer Peniston at 40 to 1 versus Ugo at 375. Like that line, that should be an 8 to 1 difference on odds. I agree Ugo's the better player, but Ugo's 8 to 1, like that's 8. They played each other in the first round. Ugo is 8 to 1 there. That's not 8 to 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
How about
Peniston is the play, man.
how about Ben Shelton?
No. Has Sheldon ever played on grass ever in his life?
I don't think so. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the game should suit grass, but we got to see it before we just bet it.
well, and he's got to get used to like the just like moving on grass, right? Like, does he even have grass? Does he even
Yeah.
own a pair of grass court tennis shoes?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna play Ugo and Peniston and tail you because like the Peniston or the Ugo one will serve as a hedge because they play each other in the first round.
I don't hate it. I'm not doing the Ugo. I just don't think like I
You
think
don't
it's.
like
I
that
actually think the
price?
price is like pretty properly set. Like I get it. I don't think Ugo's. I understand why you would say Ugo as a player. I just like I don't think the price is amazing. Like
What
usually
about
a 375 price is reserved for like yeah, I don't know.
what about Ugo in the outright at 28 to 1? Do
I
you
like that
prefer?
more than Ugo at 375 to win the quarter. But I don't know if I like that either. Oh no. Are you kidding me?
What?
Bovada's going to decline my Peniston bet because the odds are too high. Bovada has not been liking my taking long shot plays lately.
Really?
Like every time I do it, they go bet under review. Like this
They've
blue
never
screen comes up,
denied
like
my
some dude has
bets.
to approve it. What?
They've never denied my bets yet.
Okay,
For
my
some reason.
bets. How much have you been betting on these like long shot quarters? If you don't mind me asking.
Sometimes, if
No,
I
but
get
I'm saying how much
1
money
it's
have you
really
been
low.
betting like?
I
Have you been
vary
betting
my
like $2, $5?
I've been doing like $10 sometimes. Sometimes most of the time 5, of a unit.
Okay.
So, but
They
I
usually don't let me
vary.
go full unit. That's the problem.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oops. Oops, 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 oops. We don't want that. And please don't take that. I accidentally typed in 1250, like 1250 instead of
Oh,
12.5.
shoot.
That would be really bad for the bank account.
Did
I
you
mean, I
hit?
think they're going to deny it because it would be a $50,000 if I win. But like,
Who was that
please,
for?
for Peniston to win the quarter, that would be absolutely horrible. I would have to like call Bovada and be like, guys, this is a mistype. Oh, thank God.
Why they let you cash out?
No, they denied my bet for being
Okay.
above their max.
Okay. Good. All right.
But
So
yeah,
that
my play there in terms of tennis, I like Peniston to win that. I mean, like I don't like him to win the quarter, but 41's a great price, I think, for a guy who like actually has a little grass court pedigree.
how about outrights here? So the Ugo one is decent. I don't know.
Well, I mean, let's start at the top there, right? Like Alcaraz at 2, no. Fritz at 5 is like,
Fritz just lost to Fushevik.
yeah.
I don't know. He's just struggling as he gets later in the tournament. I don't know. I don't trust Fritz on outrights anymore right now at this moment. Demonor
You know,
11.
honestly, man, I might kill my I might double down here and go Tiafoe at 16 to win the event.
Okay.
Which I actually like more than the 3-1 to win the quarter, because like at least you're getting a better price. Like if he's mentally in tune, he might be the best player here. Alcaraz is probably still better than him on grass, even in this state, but like it's close. Um,
Yeah.
I think that's it. Cerundolo is 150 to 1 to win the event, which means if he makes the semis, if he makes the semis, he's got a 2/3 chance of winning the event. Like if he gets to that quarter, he's the favorite, man. The odds on favorite. Miamir is 80 to 1. Zapata is 200. Fokina at 50 is kind of fun. I'm not going to take that, but it's kind of fun.
It is. It would be funner if he didn't have to play
That in a brutal draw. I agree.
play Alcaraz right away.
I agree. I mean, honestly, like of these, Ugo at 28 is my second favorite. I like Tiafoe at 16.
I'm
And I
going with
think
the Ugo.
I think I'm gonna put a little on Ugo at 28 also.
Yeah, I'm going heavy on Ugo.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Ugo is the same odds as Cressy is a joke.
And Dan Evans.
That's a joke. I mean the fact that's Corda, okay, I get it, but
And the
like
fact that Murray's above Foe is insane also.
it is. That is insane.
Like,
That's true.
so there's value here, and I think I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I don't hate the Fritz at 5. But I'm going Foe to pull off the double, and then Umber. Like grass just isn't that physically demanding, right? Like, so it's all a matter of like, does he have the mental
Mental.
energy? None of the super long shots to me are interesting.
No, I think that's where you end. Like once you get to
Yeah.
like 28-1.
Well, like, I mean, I don't know. Again, like ADF at 50 is like mildly interesting. Jordan Thompson at 50 is like mildly interesting, but I'm not gonna do it. Like this draw is like surprise is like sneaky tough.
It is. I want to tail you badly on Tiafoe. Like I like the 16-1 price much better than the 3-1 on the quarters. Much, much better. I can't even say how much I like it better, but like I don't know. Like how many tournaments has Tiafoe won? Period in his career.
Question.
It's got to be like what, 2 or 3?
Well, that's why you're getting 16-1, right? Like 3.
3.
Houston this year. No, only 2. No, sorry. He's no, actually way more than that. He's won ATP level is 2, 3. Delray Beach in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and now Houston this year and
Houston,
Stuttgart this
yeah,
year.
and this.
That's it.
Right. So, I mean, and you're asking, so he's won 3 tournaments in his career, and you're asking him to go back to back.
Well, I mean, right? He's playing a lot better now, and he won Houston, right? He won one a couple months ago, so he's got 2 in the past couple months.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going with Ugo here. That's my only play.
All right.
So I just can't get there with Tiafoe. I mean, I like the 16-1 like price. If it was 18 or 19, I'm gonna take a page out of your book. If it was 18 or 19, I would take it.
Fine.
But
I think that's fair actually. Like I don't I mean, yeah, I think you're somewhat right here.
okay.
Um
So all right, let's get into
well, before we do that,
uh-huh.
yeah, I mean the top half is 1 minus what about
Oh
winning
yeah.
quarter? The first quarter is plus 125 lols.
Yeah, it's just because Alcaraz is in there. If Alcaraz wasn't in there, it would probably be the lowest.
Yeah.
Even though
Well,
those
problem
other
they don't give
players
you
I
the other
think are
prices
pretty
any
strong.
better. Like, yeah,
Well,
I don't like any of these prices.
is there anyone
250 on the
besides
third quarter is kind of interesting because like the third quarter plays the fourth quarter, and we said that fourth quarter is not good.
so you
Like
have Demonor, Mackey, no, maybe not even Mackey, Monorino,
or Fritz.
Fritz. So you got basically 2 guys that can win the title. Yeah, that's not
I
good.
don't love it.
And then the fourth quarter, I really don't see anyone winning the title in that quarter. I mean, Humbert is a long ass shot, but like I'd rather just take him at 28-1 than a guy in the fourth quarter to win at 5-1.
Oh no, I don't like that either. The if you were gonna do a quarter, I do like the third quarter actually, but not at 250. The 250 price scares me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. Well,
Nothing.
we can go to matches.
All right, let's go to matches. So, okay, we could start with the guy Ugo. Against Peniston. The penis man. 4-game spread, minus 425.
Give me the penis.
It's 325. I'm so heavy on Ugo here. I can't tail you. I think I'm just gonna stay away and just ride my futures.
I mean,
Gonna go the penis.
so what makes you so heavy on Ugo? Because he lost to Rusevori last week. He has been good. He's been really good, but that was mostly on clay.
Well, so that was good Rusevori, first of all. That wasn't bad Rusevori. I saw some of that match.
Yeah,
And good Rusevori is pretty good, I have to say.
I agree.
So I don't dislike that loss too much. I just think his game is really suited for the grass. That lefty serve, the flat shots, that backhand really gets through the court. And I think he's actually underrated mentally. Slightly.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
So and then that quarter is super weak. Like I can't wait to see the line with him and Rune because I think the market is gonna make Rune a pretty sizable favorite, but I think that's pretty close to a pick 'em. If not, Ugo should be actually slightly favored.
I would bet you're gonna have to hit that early because I think that
Yeah.
I think the market's gonna bet that pretty heavily, but I think you're right. I think in the beginning you'll get something good there.
I agree.
I like that. I agree with you. I think Hugo wins, but 4 games is a lot on grass, man. I'm gonna take the 4 games.
4 games.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away here and just ride the futures. I
I
was
get it.
hoping Ugo and straights would be better. It's minus 145. I don't like that.
Yeah.
All right, next match here we got Kecmanovic and Nori.
I am not touching this.
Ew.
Like Nori's just struggled lately.
He has.
Barely can beat Benoit Paire in the French. Got 1, 2, and 4 by Musetti. I mean,
And then Kecmanovic lost to Raonic, one of the worst losses of the year.
yeah. Like if you made me take this, I actually would take Kecmanovic plus the games, but I'm just staying away.
How about under 22?
If there's a play, that's it. But I could see can Kecmanovic take a first set here? Because of Nori adjusting to grass. At least I know Kecmanovic played terrible, but at least he's been on the grass.
He couldn't take a set off Raonic.
Raonic had been practicing for 2 years for that match. Be getting all excited for his return against Kecmanovic.
Yeah, I think this is a stay away.
Yeah.
All right, Ben Shelton and JJ Wolf.
I'm gonna stay away here, but this is a fun watch.
It is. I like the over 23.5 here, actually.
I was thinking that, but I'm staying away. It's Shelton's first ever grass court match. The game should translate. And I see why you'd like the over. But I don't know, man. We just haven't seen how Shelton moves on the grass. Maybe he's not I doubt he's played much grass court tennis at all.
Well, Wolf really hasn't played much grass court tennis either.
At least Wolf was a true juniors prospect. Shelton wasn't even really a true juniors prospect, was he? Didn't he switch into tennis in high school? Wolf had played a little bit of grass as a junior, at least. Not much, a few matches, but I don't know, man.
These guys played the round of 16 at the Australian Open. Remember that match?
It was a good match. He had a 5-7.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the only reason the only reason I'm staying away is because it's Shelton's first match on grass. That's the only reason, because I don't trust that. I just don't. I don't think we know. But if you feel confident in Ben Shelton on grass, then I think the over is a great play.
The game translates just so well.
It does.
I
It
think,
does.
like I don't see how this match plays so differently to the Australian Open match that they played, and that was like a lot of tie breaks and like close sets.
Yeah, no,
Right.
like look, everything you're saying, we don't know. Like I said, Shelton might not be able to find the courts. He might be confused as to like where the tennis courts are because he sees grass. Like I don't know. A lot
Yeah,
of
well,
things
I think that could happen with JJ too, just as easily.
I just think there's a lot of like variance in this match. Like JJ at least played a match on grass, right? Like he lost to McDonald. At least he played a match last week. Like he knows what grass court tennis is. He's seen a ball bounce on grass.
I'm hitting it. I'm hitting the over here. I might actually
I don't
even
hate it. Like it makes a lot of sense. It's just I don't trust the.
Okay.
It's like literally the only reason because Ben Shelton's never played a grass court match in his life potentially.
All right, next match, Korda and Dan Evans. Korda is a half a game favorite, minus
To me,
120.
this is a dead stay away. Cool. I mean, like I don't see. Like Evans just lost to Gabriel Diallo on Surbiton.
Yeah, I'm taking Korda money line here.
I mean, I get why, but Quarters. I mean, you're trusting that Quarters recovered or that like the Quarters ready.
I'll
Like
trust him in one match, minus 120, but I'm not like against a opponent who's been playing terribly and is underpowered. I'm not gonna trust him like to win 3 matches in a row and win a quarter. You know what I mean? If it's one match, I think it's okay.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't. I'm not going
Actually,
the other way on it. Like I think this is scary to stay away.
I actually don't mind Korda to win in straight sets at plus 190. Like if I'm gonna play this match,
If you're gonna play it, I think that's a better way to play it. If you're gonna play it, I'd rather play this at plus money.
yeah, I agree. Okay. All right. Next match is Diego Schwartzman and Mackie McDonald. Jesus Christ, 4.5 games. It's probably the right line, actually.
Has Diego ever been good on grass?
I don't think so.
The game doesn't translate at all.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, in the past, he'd been okay. Like, he'd been like, I mean, not really, but like, you know, actually not really at all.
How about Mackie under 12.5?
What'd you say?
Mackie under 12.5?
I mean, if you're gonna do that, wouldn't you just lay the 4.5 games? You really think 4 and 4 is coming in?
Yeah.
And like with Diego, man, you could get
like in this match, like there's not going to be like tie breaks and close sets and stuff. Like it's such a different match. It's going to be played like a hard court match.
yeah, I know.
Mackie straight sets at minus 135. I kind of like that.
Like, I mean, Schwartzman is not good on the grass.
He's not. And Mackie kind of is.
At least the game, yeah. I mean, this should, yeah. I mean, it's funny that the 2-0 was a worse line than the minus 4.5.
4.5 is a ton of games.
But is it in this matchup? Like, in like a normal, like on grass, yeah, it's a ton. But like on a hard court or something, you'd see this spread pretty. Like you just said, this really isn't like with these two guys, it's really not like a grass court match. It plays more like a hard court match.
Still, I just don't trust Mackey enough to blow guys out. Like, I know he did it today against JJ Wolf, but like
But that was only 4.
that too on top of it.
But like JJ Wolf has a serve. Schwartzman doesn't.
I prefer taking the 2-0. It's only 30 cents.
20 cents. Oh, yeah, it's 30 cents. Yeah.
It's close, but
I'm debating between the two.
but it's one of those two lines, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. I'm gonna go 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'll go 2-0. It's a reluctant 2-0. Like I wouldn't do it at much worse, but I think I'm gonna go to 2-0 here.
0.
Yeah.
All right, Musetti and Chonsky. Musetti's a 5.5 game favorite. Jesus Christ. Minus 950 over under 20 games.
What is it? 5.5?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the plus 5.5 for Chonsky here. He's playing at home. Musetti doesn't have a big serve. I know. I kind of think this is a no-brainer. I mean, it just seems like the line is like way too much in favor of Musetti. Like, what is Musetti?
Yeah, I mean it's tough, man.
10%
Like
grass.
these guys play such little grass, but man, like I don't know, dude.
Have you
Like
seen?
look at Chouinski's grass court like record,
Yeah,
and tell me that he shouldn't be that Musetti shouldn't be a 5.5 game favorite.
lost to Hugo Grenier in Nottingham. Not good.
And if you look at like career, and granted, the rest of his career is all 4 years ago, but like it's almost comically bad.
Wimbledon to Duckworth in qualifying. Bradley Klein, Bryden Klein.
Yeah.
Not even Bradley Klein. Can we at least pick the right Klein to lose to?
It's a mess. Like I don't really know much about Chouinski's game. I think I've seen him play once. He seemed to be pretty like standard player, nothing special. But like, man,
He did get to 6 games against Dennis Kudla back in 2018. That's how much I'm reaching for good Chouinski results.
Yeah, like it's I don't know, man. But like I get it, he's at home and 5.5 is a shit ton of games.
It is.
But if the over under 20?
Yeah. Is Musetti a guy that plays down to the level of the competition? Is that a narrative that fits his game?
I don't think so, right? He dominated Shevchenko and Nori at Roland Garros and Emer.
That's true.
Like I think I think like he's just a pretty like he's a good player, and he's like if anything he like shrinks when he has to play against other good players, like the opposite. It's almost like he plays. I feel like it's almost like the opposite, where he plays up against like bad competition because he can like show off how talented he is.
Okay, it's fair. That's probably good. Good analysis. All right, next match: Tommy Paul and Frankie Cerundolo. Paul is minus 110. It's a minus 3.5 game favorite. Minus 250. Over under is 22.5.
I'm gonna stay away here. I think they're really underrating Cerundolo here.
I think so too.
But Cerundolo hasn't played on the grass yet this year. So I'm gonna stay away. But I think in my mind those two kind of offset each other.
I like Cerundolo to win a set at -135. That seems appetizing.
I mean, look, if you want to hit something pro Frankie, I'm not going to say like it's a bad play. I'm just staying away because it's his first match of the year on grass.
Yeah.
And I think this line is giving Paul a lot of respect. So
It is. It is.
although Tommy Paul did qualify for this event, he got in. He had to battle through the qualifying.
Yeah. I mean, because he didn't sign up for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who did he beat in qualifying?
Taro Daniel and Billy Harris.
Yeah.
He also beat John Smith. Like, is there a more boring name than Billy Harris? Like
Billy Harris. Yeah, I mean, we have a day to think about it. I'm leaning towards Cerundolo money line actually at +200.
I don't know, man.
And
Like,
I don't mind this Cerundolo to win a set at -135.
but look, I do think it's comical that Cerundolo's 100-1 to win the quarter.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's
When
absolutely
it's 2-1 to win his first round match. Like, is it
Yeah.
that impossible to think he wins his next two matches?
I feel like Bovada just added an extra 0.
That's probably what
Mistake.
happened. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Because like Dimitrov or Rusevori aren't that amazing either.
No.
And like you're telling me that like Cerundolo, who's a comp, and like I get it, grass isn't his best surface, but he's like 10-1 or worse against Alcaraz. Like, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah. All right. Next match is Monterino and Liam Brody. Monterino is a 3.5 game favorite.
Yeah, no thanks. Gun to my head, I would take Manarino here.
-3.5.
Either that or the sets line.
Yeah, but Liam Brody's at home.
Well, that's why I don't love it. That's why I'm saying I'd stay away.
I'm staying away too. All right. Alex Steven.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. But Brody lost to Gabriel Diallo in the Surbiton Challenger and Sho Shimabukuro last week in Nottingham. Oh, man. But 3.5 games is like actually a decent margin on grass. It means you need 2 breaks potentially. And Brody, like, I don't know, he kind of has a grass quarter scheme.
Yeah. Monterino straight sets at +105. That's not bad.
I think that's the play, actually.
What worries me is
Brody. Sign up for that. Brody hasn't been. I mean, Brody. Well,
isn't Brody
went down like the challenge?
Like, who's better on grass, Brody or Peniston?
I think I would take the penis. His name is just too good.
You take
like, how do the announcers not just like fall over laughing every time they have to announce one of his matches? Because like the entire time I would just be making penis jokes. Like,
you're really hoping that this penis is massive. Like you're hoping for like a massive erection or something. This
That's what we're going for. We're going for the massive.
That's probably why Bovada is not accepting your bet, right? Because the penis is too big.
Probably the penis. Like, if they have to pay it out, the penis will be too big to pay it out.
Jeez. Yeah, they're playing a racist joke on you.
They are.
Bovada.
They are.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's move on to a popcorn match here. Alex de Minaur and Andy Murray.
It's a popcorn match, but man, like I
is.
like the De Minaur money line here. De Minaur should win, or like, yeah, De Minaur should win this.
Even at minus 140?
Yeah.
I'm waiting. What about a demon or over 12.5? I would actually prefer that if I can get better price on it. Like
What
minus
kind of
one.
price can you get on it?
It's not up yet.
Oh, is the match today?
No, it's Tuesday.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Or why not play demon or minus 1.5 for 30 cents? I think that those games are significant. I don't think the 1.5 is too significant here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I might do that. That's probably what I'll do is I'll play the D more minus 1.5. And I actually kind of like that because, like, look, I don't think it's gonna happen, but there's like some tiny chance you get the hilarious like Murray wins like a mental fortitude match, like 2-6, 7-6, 7-6, and you still
Right.
cover the 1.5.
Still cover the 1.5.
Like, obviously, it's highly unlikely, but like, there's some chance it could happen.
Yeah, one
But
and a
Demon's
half.
just a better, like, at this point, Demon's just a better player than Murray, right?
I agree.
Like, the only problem is Murray's at home. But I don't know if I like the fact that he's done so well in challengers lately.
You just played a lot of tennis.
It's a lot of tennis. Yeah. I mean, that's 10 matches in the past 2 weeks for a guy with a metal hip. Like,
Yeah. That being said, De Minaur hasn't been good either. Like he lost a set to Jiri in Den Bosch. He lost a set lead to Griekspoor. I'm not really confident with where De Minaur's game is either. So I agree with you. I think De Minaur is better and should be slightly favored, but like I actually think this line might be accurately set.
okay.
Fortunately.
I like De Minaur here. Like, I think it's I agree with you. I don't think De Minaur is amazing, but I don't think he has to be to beat Murray by 1.5 games.
I need another day to think about it. I might tell you, but it's definitely not going to be like our bet of the day.
Okay.
Because yeah. All right. Let's go to Zapata Miralles and Taylor Fritz. Wow. Look at this line. 5.5 games. Fritz is minus 1,600. Zapata is plus 850.
So basically, the only thing you're asking here is how bad is he going to blow out Zapata?
Yeah. 5.5 on grass, and Fritz really doesn't return that well. I think I'm going to take the plus 5.5 for Bernabe.
I'm not, but I am going to say, like, the past 2 years, Zapata did qualify for Wimbledon.
Really? Did he beat anyone?
Yeah, and he, like, 2 years ago, he lost in the first round to Garin, but it was 5 sets.
Okay.
Last year, he lost to Sock, but there was 6-4 and 4. I think I'm going to stay away. Like, this is like when they see those like 6.5, 7-game spreads on other surfaces. And it's just like usually the books get these spreads pretty damn right.
I'm more fading Fritz here. I just think Fritz is not returning at a very good level. Like I think that's a weak part of his game. You know?
Yeah, but is Zapata's going to serve big enough to make it like? Is Zapata going to do anything to make it?
He's not, but you need 3 breaks from Fritz to hit that. Yeah.
Yeah, you need 3 breaks. I mean,
3 breaks. That's a lot of breaks for Fritz, who doesn't break that often.
but it's Bernabe. Bernabe's game is terrible for grass.
Yeah.
That's why it's a stay away. Like I hear your point. I think there's points on both sides, and like I said, I just hate these matches where it's like a matter of how bad is he going to blow the guy out. Because like,
Do you like Bernabe to win a set at plus 255?
no,
It's a long shot play. You think this is a blowout?
I mean, How is
I'm
like
not saying it's gonna happen. It's just like it seems like it's a
yeah.
really good price.
It's just Bernabe's movement is like Bernabe's so one dimensional, and his dimension is not good for grass.
It's not. It's not.
Like, and Fritz ironically plays pretty well on the grass. Like,
Yeah. All right. Next match: Carlos Alcaraz and Arthur Fils.
what is Feast win a set here?
Plus 230.
I think that's pretty good.
That's really good. How about 3 sets at plus 275? I think that's even better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3 set line there at 275.
How about plus 5 too at minus 120? Like Feast has a decent serve, and he has a decent +1. He has a pretty aggressive game.
Yeah, I mean you could split your unit here.
I'll split full units. I'm confident in these. I'll just put full units on all of them.
I'm gonna split a unit, like I don't know.
What's your favorite of these plays? Because I think this has potential to be a play of the day on Tuesday.
Probably the +5. But the set, the Feast to take a set is pretty good too. And by that I mean the 3 set line. Like, because I'm assuming those are basically the same thing.
Plus 275 is really good. I mean, also,
Yeah, you don't
this
see
is
that that often.
it's Alcaraz's first match on grass, and Feast played qualifying here. See, he's had reps.
I know. I know. That's why I think Feast is the play here.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how much of Arthur Feast have you watched?
a little bit. I mean, I like him, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I don't know if you like him as much as me. I have
no, you like him more. We have the dinner bet. Like we have the dinner bet, and like I don't think he's that amazing, but like he's got talent. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I actually think you know what? Maybe the Feast to the 3 set line at 275 is the play.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the better play because like, yeah,
I mean, Alcaraz is going to win a set, surely, right?
yeah.
But all right, next match: Tiafoe and VDZ. Your boy Francis Tiafoe is -3, minus 220.
Yeah, I'm staying away. I think this line is actually pretty well set. Three is a big margin on grass, man.
It is, yeah.
I think
Tiafoe
3.
winning straights is plus 120.
If you were gonna play it, that would be the play, but I'm just gonna stay away.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away too because I want to see how Tiafoe kind of responds mentally after the Stuttgart.
I agree also.
This is a good match to kind of just watch to see like where
Yeah.
Tiafoe's mind is at, right? So
I agree.
Dimitrov versus Sabori here. Dimitrov is a 2-game favorite here, minus 140, over unders 23. This is a tough match to bet. These guys are both let's I'm gonna leave the stage up to you so you can give me some advice on your boy Emil. What
My
are you
boy
doing?
Emil.
Don't say stay away because I know that's like the first. You're probably gonna stay away here just based on how I know you. I want to see if you can pick your favorite line here, even if you're staying away. What's your favorite?
I actually might hit this Emil plus the 2 games. Like
Okay.
that like I think that like because that gives you a push if you get like a that likely gives you a push if you get 3 sets with 1 break in each set
Mm-hmm.
and you lose, like you could still push it. But like it's a soft play. It's not like a play that I particularly love. Like it's not a play that's a bet of the day type of play. Like this line, like if I was setting this line, I'd probably set it like Dimitrov like plus -1 or Dimitrov, yeah, probably -1 or maybe -1.5.
Really,
So like,
I'd have this. See, I'm thinking Rusevori money line here because I think this is a pretty close to a pick 'em.
I don't think it's far from a pick, but I think Dimitrov is a slight favorite, but like 115 is not amazing. Like, so at 115, that means that the plus 115, in order for that to pay out, you need Rusevori to win 47% of the time, which I think is pretty close. Like, I don't think there's any value on Dimitrov here, but I think they're like, there's probably a little value on the Rusevori, but like, man, I think that like if I was setting this line, I would set it, like I said, closer to like, it would probably be like a -120 and even money or something. If I was setting this line, I think this line is a little bit off in favor of Dimitrov, but I'm
What about the under 23? I know you love playing unders with Emil.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? I think this match actually profiles pretty well as an under match. I know I'm talking on both sides of my mouth because I just said the
You like +2, which signifies over.
yeah. But like these are two guys. I mean, like now Griekspoor hasn't gone under much lately. He did against Sinner and Griekspoor, but the 4 matches before that were really long. Like he went 3 sets with Umber, 3 sets with Nakashima. But like Dimitrov's a good under guy too, man. You know what? I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna split my unit and go Rusevori +2. And I'm gonna go with the
under 23.
With the under 23. I actually think the under 23 is the better play. Like, you just need one break and the match not to go 3 sets.
I'm tailing whatever you say on an Emil Rusevori match. I leave this one all to you. So there's a little pressure on you, but you've nailed Rusevori matches too often for me not to even just like, I was kind of just stirring the pot a little bit and just like asking you a few questions, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm not even going to respond. Lechka against Fokina here.
It's Fokina's first grass court match of the season, so I'm staying away, but otherwise I'd be all over this Fokina money line.
-145.
I still might even hit it, man. Like, it's just like.
Then why not take Fokina straight sets at +165?
Yeah, that's the play. Well, except like, what if Fokina's like not like if he's like rusty the first set or like gives the first set away doing something. The other problem too is like, man, as much as I love Fokina, like grass court matches come down to a couple of key points. We talked about that 3 hours ago at the beginning of this pod. And like Fokina loves to give away point to like big moments in sets with dumb stuff.
He does. Let me see if there's a over 12.5 line here for Fokina, because that's probably the play.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
It's not out yet. Let me see if I can.
Well, wait. I mean, you have this isn't until Tuesday, right? So like, just wait. Come up.
It will come up.
Go hit it Tuesday.
Let me see if I could get it on like FanDuel or something.
All right.
Because that has potential to be a play of the day, right?
It does.
So yeah. So Fokina over 12.5 is -135.
Oof. Oof. I don't know, man.
I mean, you hit it with Griekspoor today.
Yeah, but like Thompson been pretty good. Like where there's enough confidence he's actually like do what he needs to do to keep
Get
that
the
match
5.
close.
True.
You know what? That's probably a good play.
I don't know, but in general, Fokina, like, we both know Fokina. Like,
Yeah, that's why it's probably a good play. Like there's a lot of reason to think Fokina wins this, and there's a lot of reason to think Bohetchka gets at least one sets of 5 games. So yeah, I like it.
yeah. Let's
Wow,
see if
this
the
is
line moves
amazing.
a little
Jordan
bit.
Thompson is still a dog. That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
That is
That's the play of the
ridiculous.
day, man.
Absolutely. I guess we
That
have
makes no sense. Like, who is like betting Milos Raonic?
Thompson outplayed Raonic so badly in that match. Like, let's look at the stats for that because we have like this is like one of the very few times like we have like data.
Oh, he destroyed him.
Thompson saved both break points. Raonic saved 2 of 4.
I mean, here's the stat. So Raonic won
85%.
12 return points in 11 Jordan Thompson service games.
Yeah, that's really bad. And Thompson served 85% or 85% of first serve points won, 68% of second serve points won.
Yeah.
Whereas for Raonic, it was 68% and 48% respectively. I mean, it's a no-brainer to hit Thompson here again. I know that I'm not super confident in him this week, just with the the long run in Den Bosch and then coming here and backing it up. But like,
Well, and like this is part of why I'm more okay with him is because like,
the draw.
yeah, like he's not gonna have a real match until like Wednesday, right? Like Raunic's gonna be that real match. Like he basically gets like half a week to like figure out, get his shit back in order in his head, and then he gets to go play again. You know?
Okay. Yeah, Nori's going to be kind of tough. I don't know. I mean, I know Nori's been bad, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not actually gonna hit it, but it was like more
okay.
interesting. It's actually worth a
But I
hit.
think hitting the Thompson money line here is an absolute no brainer.
Absolutely no brainer.
No brainer.
And I'm staying away from that room, Cressy. I mean, like Cressy's been so bad. Like this is a Cressy spot, but if he could actually like serve the ball into the box, but he's been so bad.
If I can find in another book like a Cressy double fault prop, that's what I'm going with.
Like I said, if he can serve the ball in the box, he's got a chance. If he can't serve the ball in the box, it's gonna be hard to win.
He's definitely overvalued here though. Like plus 155, like what has he done? He's lost his last 10 matches. I mean, I'm almost tempted
Yeah,
to
but
just hit the Rune
this
money
is
line, which
Rune's
is
like
185.
Rune. This is Rune's first time on a grass court. I mean, nobody plays a lot of grass court tennis, but Rune plays less. You know,
You're right.
Rune
You're right.
the game doesn't really feel like this. Like the spot all screams Cressy, but there's just a massive gap.
How many grass court tennis matches has Rune played in his career?
I think 3, and he's lost all 3.
Is that right?
I think you can look it up. I'm going to right now. But you can filter for surface, Manny. Go up. You can make your life a lot easier and just and filter from the surface. No, go all results.
All results.
And then on the left where you have
Oh
those
yeah,
little arrows, those
filters.
are
Okay, there
filters.
we go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And then
He
show career.
has no, he's only played
Show career.
Yeah. He's lost all 3 matches. Giron, Penis. There we go.
Yep.
And Busta.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I guess I'm gonna stay away. I mean, I still think that price is slightly incorrect. But that actually tells me that I'm not gonna get a good price on Ugo if Rune wins.
Yeah.
The fact that you're not getting a good price on him versus Cressy. It's unfortunate, but okay. Oh, that's all right. All right, so official play of the day for tomorrow. Or for today.
Um.
So if we go to Halle, we have Oat money line at minus 125. That's a candidate.
The candidate.
Whoa, the Barrera line's changed. Well, that's it's a plus 115 plus 3.5.
What was it before? 4?
Yeah, it was 4.
Yeah, that's not really a change. That's
But
just
it's
a
not
lot of
really
being
changed.
weird.
Yeah. Um,
I don't really
Yeah.
like the Chapeau. I mean, Chapeau the plus 140 isn't enough for me to like that play as a play of the day.
Oh, the 3-set play for Chapo Harris
Yeah. And I think that's all that I liked for tomorrow there.
in Halle.
Yeah.
Did you like the Barrera plus 4?
No, I think I stayed off that. Yeah, I stayed off that. I know you don't like Tsitsipas, but I stayed off that.
You didn't play the Barrera to win a set plus 120? No?
No.
Stay off that completely.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we got those 2 plays there. And then in Queens,
We have Mackey in 2 sets.
Mackey. Oh, Mackey in straight sets. Okay, that's a candidate.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's it. I mean, I have the penis, but I don't think you took that.
no, I didn't take that.
So like that's all you have more stuff I know, but like I think it's either Mackey and straights. I mean, so the 3 candidates are Mackey and straights, the Chapeau 3-set line, and the old money line.
All right, so let's put all 3 of those in a parlay.
And that'll be we'll do it as a parlay of the day. Or are we gonna pick one specifically like he did than a GPM?
No, we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one
Okay,
specific.
so we have a parlay of the day is those 3.
Yeah.
So Mackey 2-0 at minus 135.
Oat money line.
Oat money line and Chapeau Harris to go 3 sets.
And then the bet of the day, I think our favorite one where we can put 2 units on it will be the I'm leaning Mackey minus 2.5 or Mackey straight sets. That's my lean. What about you?
Thinking, just give me a minute. I think it's either the Mackey or the Oat. I think those are the only 2. Like,
I slightly prefer the Mackey just because of Oat's poor performance recently.
yeah, let's go Mackey.
So the Mackey 2-0.
Mackey 2-0 at minus 135. That's the official game bet match play of the day.
Nice. I like it. Okay. I think we have a lot more candidates for Tuesday, so it will be interesting to
Yeah, Tuesday we have a lot more stuff out there.
Yeah. All right, everyone. It's probably a record pod. So
yeah, that was well over 3 hours. I think it was like 3.5.
Nice.
I think that's our longest pod ever. Brutal stuff. Man, running out of gas.
First rounds are just brutal because there's so many matches and we refuse to skip one. So
that's the problem. Yeah, if we talk about every match.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good night.
And we don't do enough. Honestly, if we did more prep too, it'd be better. Like I didn't get a chance to prep, so I was kind of doing a lot of it off the fly.
Good point. All right, guys. Thanks again for the support on the Twitter. We'll be on it tomorrow morning as well. So thanks again. Have a good one.
Yeah, great chat, guys. Have a good one.